2026.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Welcome. It's nice to have you here. I'm so glad you could come. This is going to be such an exciting day. I hope you enjoy it. I think you will.
Isn't it about time for somebody's favorite radio program?
Theater of the absurd.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Welcome to Touhyville.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
I'll juice you up.
No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world.
Welcome, my friend, to the show that never ends.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Touhyville with Steve Touhy and Cheryl Touhy.
Yeah, that's just too much Touhy, isn't it?
Atomic batteries to power, turbines to speed.
Roger, ready to move out.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. There behind the glass stands a real blade of grass. Be careful as you pass. Move along, move along. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Last short, don't get your money's worth. Radio show, it happened out at the TV show. It's an animal. You gotta see the show. It's rock and roll.
Welcome to Touhyville for the 25th day of March 2026. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome into the amusement park for your mind, the carnival for your cranium, the holiday for your head. I would be your host, Steve Touhy. And that's it. Cheryl's not feeling well. She's really kind of been fighting it, I want to say, since last Friday, maybe Saturday. But last night it really just kind of kept coming at her. And yeah, it's just too much. And it's mostly in the throat. So the idea of doing a talk show would be not good. Although, you know, having a rough voice doesn't ruin all talk show hosts, you know. Whoopi Goldberg over on The View. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. By the way, we decided that Whoopi Goldberg's going to be the new Bachelorette. She says she's cruising the bars for casual hookups. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bachelorette. I'm Whoopi Goldberg. Who wants a rose? Anybody? You want a rose? You want a rose? Who wants a rose? Somebody. Why are all of you guys leaving? Come on, who wants a rose? Good morning, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me here on Hump Day. Also, a whole day for whole grain. I don't know who makes these holidays up, but you have to actually petition, I think it's the Chase calendar, to have a holiday. It's a whole grain, like as in whole grain bread, has its own holiday. Today is American Red Cross Giving Day, probably a little bigger than Whole Grain Day, I would imagine. Day of Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and the Transatlantic Slave Trade. Waffle Day. Just see how those two things are very different. I mean, I understand different holidays, but whole grain gets a day, waffles get a day. Manatee Appreciation Day. Appreciate the manatee, for goodness sakes. I know I've told this story before on the radio, but in case you haven't heard it, I will never forget my encounter with a manatee. Also known as the sea cow. So it's big. My parents used to have a place in Fort Lauderdale. And it was a townhouse, but it was essentially right on the ocean. I mean, it wasn't like you didn't walk out the door and the ocean was there, but it was attached to the property. It was like a group of townhouses. It was all, attached things. And so you walk down to the ocean, it was barely walking to the mailbox. I mean, it wasn't even a full block to walk to the beach. So we're in the ocean and you see people down the beach. If you've ever been to Florida, or I guess any beach, it's long. It's a long beach. So you see people getting out of the water, screaming to get out of the water. No, it's the ocean. It could be a shark. I'm assuming shark at that point. I've seen Jaws. I'm not sticking around. You see fish swimming fast in schools, getting the heck out of the way. Something's coming. So everybody's saying, get out of the water, get out of the water. I get out of the water. My dad, who I've told stories before about going to the Badlands, and he just decides he's not going to listen to those things. Everybody's getting out of the water. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Now I see this big mass floating towards us. I am at the edge of the water by the beach. He's out in the water. This giant mass is between us. So now even if he wanted to get back, he couldn't. Turns out it wasn't a shark, thankfully. It was a manatee, who I don't think attack humans. And it did just look like this giant mass of a fish. And it just kind of floated by and then was gone. And he was like, see, nothing to worry about. So I suppose he will celebrate Manatee Appreciation Day, if he even remembers that story. Cerebral Palsy Awareness Day, or Cerebral Palsy Awareness Day, not sure how you pronounce it. Day of celebration of Greek and American democracy, all good there. Little Red Wagon Day, never had one. A friend of mine got one, I think, at a garage sale when I was a kid. Little Red Wagon Day celebrates little red toy wagons, specifically the ones made by Radio Flyer. Those were the big, well-known ones when we were kids. I'm looking at the picture here. Are they plastic now? Because when we were kids, they were metal. It's a metal wagon with plastic wheels, but the wagon part of it was always metal. National Little Red Wagon Day was created in 2016 by Radio Flyer. In anticipation of their 100th anniversary, they established the day to celebrate children's imaginations and the wagons that help foster those imaginations. The company that would become Radio Flyer was started by Antonio Payson in Chicago. Payson started making wagons in 1917. That's kind of cool. Today is Old New Year's Day. Huh? So we used to have New Year's Eve on March 24th. Seems a little weird, right? Old New Year's Day, the day that was seen as being the start of the new year, was observed on March 25th by many countries up until the creation of the Gregorian calendar in 1582. Okay. That seems really confusing. That we would start a year on the 25th of anything. How is that possible? You got to start with a 1 at minimum. I don't care which one you start with. You got to start with a 1. Today's Medal of Honor Day. Pecan Day. Say Their Name Day. I think that's for abuse of something, I believe. It's something in Australia. Okay, I don't know what it is then. And Tolkien Reading Day. I'm going to pass. Saw the movies. Going to pass on the big reading, on the giant reading. I'm going to skip that. So those are all the things we're celebrating today. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up our poll questions from yesterday, which are cereal madness. So we'll see which cereals are going into round 2. And we've got one last grouping. 4 more matchups, 8 cereals left in round 1 today. We finish round 1 today of Cereal Madness. So stick around. Uh-oh. Car trouble? Don't stress. Take it to AutoWorks in Rensselaer. From oil changes and brake repairs to engines and transmissions, the team at AutoWorks keeps you on the road safely. They're local, they're trusted, and they'll treat your car like it's their own. Don't wait for a breakdown. Schedule your service today. Call AutoWorks at 219-866-4131 or stop by their shop at 919 McKinley in Rensselaer. AutoWorks, where quality and care come standard.
Rensselaer Iron and Metal is the picture of going green. Recycling metals is what they do. Keeping the metal business right here in the good old USA is what they're all about. Giving top dollar for your scrap iron not only helps keep your community clean, but it keeps our jobs and steel industry going strong. Remember, when you take your scrap to Rensselaer Iron and Metal, you're supporting your own economy. Rensselaer Iron and Metal, where your trash turns into cash.
Let's face it, nobody loves talking about colonoscopies. But you know what's worse? The I told you so look from your doctor after you put it off for a solid decade. Yikes. Liberty Clinic gets it. Life's too short for waiting lists longer than a CVS receipt. Why risk death by boredom in a waiting room when you could just get your colonoscopy at Liberty Clinic in Rensselaer faster than you can binge watch a new Netflix series? Seriously, schedule within 1 week. Yep, you heard right. And our team's so nice, your colon will practically thank us. Don't be a procrastinator. Early detection is the ultimate treat yourself. Put your health first and call Liberty Clinic now. 219-866-8999. You can also stalk us online at mylibertyclinic.com or on Facebook. We promise no embarrassing photos. Liberty Clinic. We keep you in good health from your head right down to your, well, you know. Call us. Your future self and your colon will be glad you did.
Most of the time, La Playa sounds like this. For some, La Playa also sounds like this.
30, get 20, get 10.
But no matter what, this is our playa. Corona, La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Did you know GoodRx can help you save on medication, manage prescriptions, and get trusted health information? If you're one of the millions living with a heart condition, check GoodRx for an easier, more affordable way to manage your health. GoodRx offers common heart medications for under $30. Just search for your prescription, find the best price, then show your pharmacist the GoodRx coupon. And it works whether you have insurance or not. To start saving and better manage your heart health, download the free app or visit GoodRx.com today. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-517-9383. That's 800-517-9383. 800-517-9383.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Touhyville. Now even Touhier.
It's Wednesday.
Is it?
Wednesday. You know what time it is?
Is it time to make the donuts?
I read somewhere that the smell of donuts is one of the strongest aphrodisiacs.
Donuts!
Whoa.
Excellent!
That's how you get banned from a donut shop.
Donut o'clock.
That's great.
Oh, the diet starts tomorrow, but the show must go on. Now!
It's showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, flying solo on a Wednesday morning. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Portions of the show today brought to us by our friends over at Steve Specialized Services. A big deal going on right now, just this week. Bad Boy Mowers, okay? Through the 31st of March, when you purchase any Bad Boy zero-turn mower, you'll score a free handheld. Choose from an 80-volt blower or trimmer, or gas-powered blower or trimmer. Okay? Free. with your zero-turn mower, but only through the 31st. Stop by and see the Honest Abe's Log Home Super Showcase that's got all the bad boy mowers, bandits, and tractors inside. Visit SteveSpecialized.com. Go and like Steve Specialized Services on Facebook as well. Also, got to mention our friends over at the Fountain Stone Theater. Visit FountainStoneTheaters.com. You'll be able to see all the movies they've got there Wednesday through the weekend. Get your popcorn, get your candy, and go enjoy a great movie. They got a couple of animated movies there with spring break going on. So visit the FountainStoneTheaters.com. You can get your tickets right there online at FountainStoneTheaters.com or on their app. All right. Let's go take a look at what our cereals did yesterday in Cereal Madness. So for those that are just new to the program or just joining us, so Cereal Madness is our tournament this year. So every year for, I want to say at least a decade, probably 2 decades I've been doing this. I have some kind of tournament outside of the NCAA basketball tournaments. They're fine. They're exciting. You know, I watched the Purdue game the other day, but I'm not that into college basketball. So I always come up with my own, and it also takes the place of the poll question as we go through. It goes in the same timing as far as it goes through April 6th when the championship is. That's what our championship is for best cereal this year. We've done all kinds of different madnesses. We decided to do Cereal Madness this year, find the best cereal around, and we're also tackling the madness of hunger. So what we want you to do is when you're out and about grocery shopping, grab either your favorite cereal, just a box, or the cereal you think is going to win Cereal Madness. Take it to your local food pantry, drop it off, take a picture of you with it or at the food pantry or what have you. In Rensselaer, it's the Good Samaritan Food Pantry. And then you'll be entered in for a chance to win some cool prizes. Okay, as we head towards summer fun, we've got Indiana Beach tickets, Deep River Water Park tickets, Holiday World tickets, and Chicago White Sox tickets. So you'll be entered in for a chance to win some stuff, and we're going to match all the cereals you buy. Not the brands, but the amount. So however many boxes of cereal you guys donate, we're going to match that at the Good Samaritan Food Pantry. So you're helping out. You buy a box, we buy a box. Cereal Madness. Round 1 ends today. Okay, so yesterday, Frankenberry just barely getting by Honey Bunches of Oats. 51% of the vote. Captain Crunch beating Quisp with 96% of the vote. Corn Flakes beating Frosted Wheat Squares, 67% of the vote. And Fruit Loops with 86% of the vote, getting past Wheaties, headed to the second round. Now, our last 4 matchups of the first round are today. We have Cinnamon Toast Crunch versus Frosted Flakes. We have Golden Crisp versus Rice Chex. We have Lucky Charms taking on Frosted Mini Wheats. And we have Corn Chex taking on Apple Jacks. So some of those higher round ones. So we will be starting the second round tomorrow. So when we start the show tomorrow, we'll go through, we'll let you know all the matchups that are in the second round. We'll be doing 4 matchups again as we continue on with Cereal Madness. Okay? So head over to our Facebook pages, Touhyville, the Q, 98 Gold Facebook pages, and let us know which cereal you think should go on to the next round. So, all right, let's take another quick break. Then when we come back, I got what's happening. We're going to dive into some funny stories. Flying solo this morning. Cheryl under the weather, not doing well. Her throat is real sore, so really can't do the talk show thing. So just hang with me, and we'll have some fun throughout the morning here in Touhyville.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Today, mostly sunny with a high near 70. Tonight, 40% chance of showers mostly overnight with a low of 57. Thursday, slight chance of showers before 7 a.m., then an increased chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, but a high of 80. Thursday night, showers possible before midnight, then expect some showers overnight with a low of 33. Friday, partly sunny and a high of 43. Clear Friday night with a low of 26.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Tired of muddy paws, smelly fur, and a bathroom that looks like a dog wash explosion? Bring your best friend to Baz's 5-Star Pet Wash in Rensselaer. It's self-service, open 24/7, and made to fit your schedule. No appointments needed. For $8, you get 12 minutes with shampoo and a pet blow dryer. And if your pup needs a little extra time, just add more, just like a car wash. Plenty of parking, no mess at home, and a clean, happy pet every time. Located right next to Baz's Roller Rink on 231 in Rensselaer. Don't forget, they have open skate on Friday and Saturday nights. Be sure to check Baz's Roller Rink Facebook to find out more. Baz's 5-Star Pet Wash, because every pet deserves the 5-star treatment.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
You know, we should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook.
Hello. Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
You think Bozeman Oil is just about oil? Well, think again. For over 65 years, they've delivered gasoline, diesel, lubricants, tank setups, and more. From farms to fleets and everything in between, Bozeman Oil offers dependable delivery and honest, old-school service. Located in DeMont and proud to serve this region since 1960. Family-owned, community-focused, and always just a phone call away. Visit BozemanOil.com or call 219-345-3412 or stop by and visit on Route 10 today. Bozeman Oil, so much more than just oil.
Every morning, I go through my chicken breakfast sandwich checklist. My breakfast sandwich has to deliver great value, deliciousness, and lots of variety. McDonald's checks all my boxes. Like that Savory McChicken biscuit for just $2.49. Consider my boxes checked. If I'm feeling spicy, a hot and spicy chicken McGriddles is breakfast checkmate. Whatever's on your checklist, a $2.49 chicken breakfast sandwich at McDonald's will check all your breakfast boxes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Touhyville. 2 Touhies are better than one.
What day is it?
Hey, it's Wednesday.
Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday.
Are you sure?
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh, what a great day.
Are we getting close?
Close to what?
Close to what?
The weekend.
The weekend.
All in due time.
All in due time.
Oh, well,
While you're waiting,
Let's put on a show.
let's get the show started.
Welcome to Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, hanging out on a Wednesday morning. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Portion of the show today brought to us by the Good Table Family Restaurant in Kentland. Good friends, good times, and good food. That's at the Good Table Family Restaurant. Let's get that right. Good food, good friends, good times at the Good Table Family Restaurant. Check out their Facebook page. Every day, usually around 9:30 or so, just after the show ends, they post their daily specials. Now, they have a huge menu. They've got you covered for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, whatever it is you're looking for. Huge breakfast menu. Look at it, three pages of breakfast menu to go along with their daily specials, by the way. Then you got sandwiches, croissants, wraps, melts, and then you got full-on entrees, all there at the Good Table Family Restaurant in Kentland. So go and like them on Facebook so you can see their daily specials. They post those. They got the different daily soups, all that good stuff, too. Also, got to mention our friends over at the Liberty Clinic in Rensselaer. They're inside the Rensselaer Hospital. They're offering a free vein screening clinic April 2nd from noon to 4 Central Time. Okay. Appointments are not required, but they are encouraged. Okay. It's a free vein screening clinic. They say veins carry blood against the force of gravity, relying on leg muscles and one-way valves to carry blood back toward the heart. If the valve fails, blood can cause diseased veins, become enlarged. So you want to get those checked out. At the Liberty Clinic, call 219-866-8999. Go and like the Liberty Clinic on Facebook as well, so you can check that out. In case you missed it, we had Dr. Randy Lehman from the Liberty Clinic on this week on Monday. Talked about his whole journey from Rensselaer to the Mayo Clinic, a scholarship through the Jasper Newton Foundation, and now back to Rensselaer. So it's a really cool story. If you missed the interview, it is on the Touhyville YouTube channel. So go and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's how you see some cool stuff like that. All right, let's see what's happening.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
Iran continues to launch missiles at sites that produce gas, for example, pipelines, oil fields, and Taco Bell. Well, that's not very nice. Don't do that. Don't do that. A meteor shower took place over Texas. At least that's what some news organizations are saying. We really know what's going on. Chuck Norris was just up in heaven punching planets. Spring breakers overran Florida beaches. Local police haven't dealt with this many drunk, obnoxious criminals since, well, the day before. It's Florida. It happens all the time. They're dealing with it all the time. Bill Cosby has been ordered to pay $60 million to one of his sexual assault victims. When he heard the verdict, he actually sedated himself. I can't do a good Bill Cosby imitation, but I'm going to guess he just went in the other room and said, anybody got any lewds? You guys got any Quaaludes in here? I want to add some to my drink. Miley Cyrus says having Billy Ray on the Hannah Montana set protected her. Well, sure. If anyone bothered her, Billy Ray Cyrus would just ask Miley for some more money so he could hire bodyguards for Miley Cyrus. Just worked out great. And lastly, Gene Simmons wants stars to stop talking about politics. Gene Simmons thinks stars should just talk about Gene Simmons. Oh, Gene Simmons. I think celebrities should stop talking about politics. They should only talk about Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons thinks Gene Simmons should only talk about Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons doesn't believe in politics unless politics is there to talk about Gene Simmons. Am I crazy? Wasn't it just a couple of months ago that he was actually speaking to Congress? But stars shouldn't talk politics. We don't understand. If the politics involve Gene Simmons, then Gene Simmons has to talk about Gene Simmons. Once Gene Simmons talks about the politics of Gene Simmons, then Gene Simmons is done talking about Gene Simmons until the next thing comes up about Gene Simmons. By the way, would you like to buy a Gene Simmons t-shirt, pick, Gene Simmons coffee cup? I also have Kiss stuff, but I don't make as much off of it anymore now that we are splitting everything up. So just buy Gene Simmons stuff. Okay, thank you. Lunatic. All right, let's see what's going on in the world, shall we? What do we got? What do we got happening here? Oh, it is opening day, technically. Really, tomorrow is opening day, by the way. If you're a White Sox fan, we will have your White Sox games on 98 Gold, WIBN. It is your home for the Chicago White Sox. Also, want to let you know, we do have a couple of sponsorships open to be on the White Sox, okay? As a sponsor of the White Sox, you get commercials inside the White Sox games and on WIBN 98 Gold, which, by the way, reaches a huge audience. The 98 Gold WIBN signal goes all the way from really south of Lafayette, Indiana, all the way north to Kankakee, Illinois. Covers Jasper County, Newton County, Iroquois County into Illinois. White County. So it covers a large area. You can be a part of the White Sox games, be tied into the White Sox team by doing it. And also, you get a 4-pack of tickets to a game. We have a certain amount of games that they allow us to choose from. So you can grab that. Ed says, as a Sox fan, I think fans should be paid to pay attention to them. I understand. The Sox have had some issues, but you know what? It's opening day, for goodness sakes. So it's we all have a renewed excitement, okay, for baseball season. I mean, spring is in the air. Although I will tell you, opening day doesn't really feel like today. I know it's tonight, There's one game tonight, so it's opening night, but tomorrow is the real opening day. The Sox play, the Cubs play. By the way, like I said, we'll have the Sox on 98 Gold WIBN tomorrow for opening day and most of the games throughout the season. So Sue says, good morning, Sue. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. How's this for a really cool baseball story? So, baseball prospect Carter Baumler, or Baumler, I think it is, was told that he made the Texas Rangers big league roster while he was on the mound the other day.
I wasn't expecting it. I was like, why is he coming out here? And he got on the mound and told me I made the team. It's pretty cool. I mean, honestly, I thought I was getting taken out of the game. I didn't know what was going on. Obviously, whenever the manager comes out, you're usually done. Yeah, he just came up and told me I made the team, and everybody just said congrats. Caught me totally off guard. Went through a lot of hard times. A few years ago, I never would have expected this. Looking back, I'm glad I kept my head down and kept hammering away. It's pretty special.
What a super cool story. Carter Baumler, Texas Rangers manager Skip Shoemaker made the moment memorable by sharing the news during a mound visit Monday at Arlington, Texas. It occurred in the 5th inning of a 3-2 exhibition game against the Kansas City Royals. Okay. He told the Rule 5 pick, which means he has to either make the team or I think gets released into free agency, so could end up on some other minor league roster or something, but so he entered the game with the Rangers leading 2-0 in the top of the 5th inning, got a couple of outs, and then he was preparing to face the next batter when he signaled when the coach signaled a visit to the mound. I mean, what an incredibly cool way to find out. He's considered the number 25 prospect on the team. 5th round pick by the Baltimore Orioles in 2020. But He did not play in the minor leagues that year because season was canceled due to COVID. He missed the 2021 season because of an elbow injury. So you get drafted, you got COVID, you don't play. Then you're getting ready to play, you injure your elbow. So now you don't play again. He was picked up by the Pirates in 2025, traded to the Rangers in December. And now he's going to be playing in the major leagues. What a super cool story that is. That's fantastic. Another baseball story that I've got here. I'm not so sure about this. About the whole idea of, it's called the 999 Challenge. Okay? Apparently the 999 Baseball Challenge is you're supposed to consume 9 hot dogs and 9 beers in 9 innings. Huh? This sounds like a lot of bad problems. I mean, I realize that some people can drink their beer, but 9 beers? Aramark Sports Entertainment partnered with competitive eating star Joey Chestnut to produce the 999 Challenge, which features 9, flight-size beers. Okay. So not 9 full beers, which would really be although flight size, depending on how big that is. I just don't think you want to encourage the let's get hammered during the game. I'm not anti-beer. I drink beer. I go to the game and drink beer. First introduced in Philadelphia at Citizens Park during a 2025 postseason game, the 999 Challenge will be available to fans 21 and up, obviously, with a valid ID. Each one with custom team packaging. A new season brings a chance to re-energize the fan experience, especially as we prepare for the 2026 Major League All-Star Game in Aramark's hometown of Philadelphia this summer. Okay, so that's where they're doing this. Aramark President and CEO Allison Birdwell said, with the momentum in mind, our teams set out to create new culinary concepts, reimagined retail experiences, and unique in-venue activations across our portfolio. It sounds like a lot of gobbledygook. Okay, so the 999 Challenge only available at certain stadiums. I didn't realize that. Okay. Citi Field, Citizens Bank Park. I think those are both in New York. Coors Field in Colorado. Dakeland Park. I'm not sure where that's at. Kauffman Stadium and Oracle Park. I don't know where some of these. Could you just tell me who's playing? Okay, Dakin is the home of the Astros. Okay. But I'm not seeing any of ours. So, by the way, opening night tonight, I didn't realize this till I just saw it, is on Netflix? Really? Major League Baseball season kicks off tonight. If you're thinking about hitting up the baseball game this spring, they say it could be some cheap family fun. Oh, they say if you want it to be cheap family fun, you might as well go somewhere else. A new report found that the average cost of a Major League game for a family of 4 in 2026 is $225.90. That's for a family of 4 to go to the game. You can't be counting food and all that then. That's just about where the tickets are at. They say it ranks all 30 ballparks. The cost of 4 tickets, the cheapest available across all the home games. Okay, so they look for the cheapest possible ticket. So the cheapest possible way you could do it is $225, just about $226. They say a parking pass, 2 beers, 2 sodas, and 4 hot dogs. So they say the Dodger Stadium is the most expensive at $413, followed by the Red Sox, the A's, the Cubs at $314 is the cheapest they say you can get away with for all those things. San Francisco, Miami Marlins are the cheapest at $159. Well, I want to see where the White Sox rank on this, because I feel like it's a fairly inexpensive day when we go to the White Sox games. White Sox games, they average $195.76. So they're number 20 out of 30 teams. Not too bad. But you'll have your chance to win free tickets to White Sox throughout the summertime here in Touhyville. We'll be giving away tickets and doing some things. Maybe we'll give away some tickets tomorrow because of opening day. Maybe today. I don't know. I can tell you this much. We're going to give away a pair of tickets during the game tomorrow. I know that. So make sure you're listening to 98 Gold for your chance to win White Sox tickets. So today is technically opening day. Really, it's tomorrow. I mean, you have opening night tonight on Netflix, but really it's kind of tomorrow, right? I mean, that's when all the teams are playing. Other than the two that are playing tonight, I think it's the Yankees and the Giants are playing tonight. I don't know. It seems a little weird that they're. I guess they always do that. They have one game the night before, I suppose, but tomorrow's the real opening day, as far as I'm concerned, for baseball. So, all right, let's see what else we got going on in the world. We got our Serial Madness going on, so go ahead and vote on that. Let's see. So, we talked with Dr. Nikki this week about some of the, just quickly, about some of the odd things that are going on in the world, like people having relationships with AI and not just friendly relationships, but wanting to marry, artificial intelligence, robots, and things like that. Well, that seems weird enough. But how about this? A French woman has just married her true love, a public transit tram. Yep. I'm not making that up. It's a real thing. Mm-hmm. She just married train number 2013. Wow. Love, French style, I suppose. She has married a public transportation tram. Not sure how you do that. I would imagine if it's public, you can't really take it home with you. I thought that the Mormon wives' bachelorette was a loon, but no, there's more. Sandra Rahm, 44, from Strasbourg, France, has just married her true love, tram number 3013. After being in love with the Strasbourg Transport Company public transport for at least 6 years, she says, Rahm was finally able to get hitched in 2024. The relationship, which has since gone viral on social media, reportedly began in 2020 during the lockdown. Rahm had reportedly experienced an unexpected encounter, which she interpreted as a sign. In fact, the romantic feelings and attraction for the inanimate objects developed in her teen years. Rahm has been living with a rare compulsion known as objectphilia. Sure. No, it's totally fine and normal and everything. Mm-hmm. A romantic orientation characterized by deep emotional or physical attraction to specific inanimate objects such as bridges, buildings, or machines. Sure. No, you're totally normal. Ed says, does she get free rides until divorce? I don't think so. I don't know that the transit company is in on this with her. I think they might kind of be like, no. Darlene says, good morning, Darlene. Thanks for hanging out this morning. We appreciate it. Individuals often feel a reciprocal relationship, experiencing love and companionship with their chosen object. No, they don't. I don't mean to be judgy. I'm sorry. Okay? I love my phone. It does not love me back. I love my coffee. I really do. It does not love me back. No. They say this is not considered a mental disorder. What's it considered? Looney Tunes? Is that a technical term? Looney Tunes? Can I go with that? In 2020, during the lockdown, Rom came to the realization. She came to the realization of her unique attraction after watching the Belgian-French Luxembourgish drama Jumbo. Okay, is that all about weirdness? The movie delves into objectophilia. Its story centers around Jean, played by some woman, I don't know, some French woman. I don't care about the movie. She recalled, I spoke to the tram and asked it for a sign. That's when a magnificent light apparition is said to have appeared in the driver's cabin. Really? Might have just been a check engine light or something. Which, by the way, your check engine light may have gone off. You might want to check on that too. I think someone's gonna have to check her check engine light. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we got Find the Big Deal with Strachan Van Til, Frank with sports, and plenty more things. We'll check in on our Serial Madness as well. So don't go anywhere.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brooke, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services. Whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care, each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
Jasper County REMC reminds you that water and electricity add up to danger. When heavy rains hit, you might not think about electrocution risk, but it should be at the top of the list. Some safety measures to keep in mind include never step into a flooded basement or other room if water may be in contact with electrical outlets, appliances, or cords. Never try to turn off the power at the breaker box if you have to stand in water. If you can't reach your breaker box safely, call your electric utility to shut off the power at the meter. Make sure outdoor outlets and outlets in wet areas of the home like kitchen, bath, laundry room, and garage are equipped with a ground fault circuit interrupter. These devices can cut off power quickly if there is a problem, so no one gets shocked. Jasper County REMC, powering member-driven innovation.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We have to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much.
You'll like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Till to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Till team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Every morning, I go through my chicken breakfast sandwich checklist. My breakfast sandwich has to deliver great value, deliciousness, and lots of variety. McDonald's checks all my boxes. Like that Savory McChicken biscuit for just $2.49. Consider my boxes checked. If I'm feeling spicy, a hot and spicy chicken McGriddles is breakfast checkmate. Whatever's on your checklist, a $2.49 chicken breakfast sandwich at McDonald's will check all your breakfast boxes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Save on Moloch Carpet now at Carpet Barn in Roselawn during the all-pet carpet sale. If you have pets, this is the carpet you've been waiting for. Mohawk's Pet Premier Carpet features the exclusive all-pet warranty, protecting against stains, odors, and pet accidents. Designed with easy stain protection and made from durable, eco-friendly polyester, Mohawk all-pet carpet is tough on messes and easy on your home. Right now, Carpet Barn has fantastic sale pricing, knowledgeable and helpful customer service, and flooring you can trust. But hurry, this sale won't last forever. Visit Carpet Barn on Route 10 in Roselawn or online at carpetbarnllc.com. Be sure to like Carpet Barn on Facebook.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-960-3377. That's 800-960-3377. 800-960-3377.
97.7 WLQI Rensselaer. The Q.
This check of news brought to us by the Nice Law Firm. Visit nicelawfirm.com. Here's Russ Martin.
6 people have been charged following the shooting of Judge Stephen Meyer and his wife in Lafayette. One of those people is Amanda Millsap of that city. And while she has not been charged in the actual shooting and not charged with attempted murder, she has been charged with the felonies of obstruction of justice and bribery. Prosecutors have alleged that she offered around $10,000 to a witness in the Thomas Moss case. Moss, who has been charged with attempted murder, had his original case in another matter being heard by Judge Meyer. Prosecutors further alleged that when bribery of a witness in the original Moss trial had failed, there was discussion of targeting the witness before targeting Judge Meyer at his home. Brenda Millsap's date for trial is April 6th. Plans are moving forward for a pavilion to be located at the farmers market in Rensselaer. The city has the engineering plans for what it will look like. Mayor Jeff Phillips said the council discussed the plans at their meeting on Monday.
The utility room that we're going to need to have set up in the south end. Hopefully we'll have a stage in there along with the men's and women's room area for a sound system also be in the farmers market pavilion. Hoping to get that bid out in April. Hopefully see some construction starting in May.
During construction of the pavilion of the farmers market, it will return to its former location on Harrison Street by the courthouse. The new pavilion will be at the lot where the former jail was located. The federal government has given further orders to keep 2 coal-fired power plants open, one of which is the Schaefer Generating Station north of Wheatfield. The announcement from Secretary of Energy Chris Wright means the 2 locations, the second being in Warwick County near Evansville, will remain open through June 21st. Originally scheduled to shut down at the end of 2025, the first order extended them through the end of March. The government stated that this is an effort to prioritize minimizing electricity costs and minimizing the risk of blackouts, and that the plants were vital during Winter Storm Fern in January. The environmental organization Sierra Club claimed the plants remaining open have added more than $280 million to consumer bills in the last 10 months. County clerks around Indiana are reminding voters that absentee ballots for the May 5th primary election are being accepted. Voters who are anticipating being out of town on Election Day or who are unable to come to a voting center or polling location on Election Day may vote by absentee ballot. Absentee applications can be requested at indianavoters.com or by calling your county clerk's office. If you choose to vote in person early, also known as absentee, Tuesday, April 7th is the first day to do so. Also, if you are not yet registered, the deadline to do so to be allowed to vote in the primary is Monday, April 6th. You can also register to vote at the website indianavoters.com and find out the location where you can vote in each county. Additionally, all Indiana counties are required to have early voting in person available the 2 Saturdays before Election Day. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Need trusted legal help in Indiana? The Nice Law Firm has been fighting for Hoosiers since 1992 in family law, personal injury, criminal defense, estate planning, real estate, business law, and more. And now, Ned Totter, longtime Rensselaer attorney, has joined the Nice Law Firm as they expand to Jasper and the surrounding counties. With decades of success in injury, family, real estate, and criminal matters, Ned's local know-how strengthens an already powerful team. Whether you're facing a tough legal fight or planning for the future, the attorneys at the Nice Law Firm are there to guide you with skill, compassion, and results you can trust. Contact the Nice Law Firm at nicelawfirm.com or call 317-NICE-LAW.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
74-year-old Linda McCarty of Maderaeville passed away on March 19th. Services for Linda McCarty will be held at the Goodway Baptist Church at 11 a.m. Eastern Time today, with Pastor James Rowe officiating. Interment will be held at Independence Cemetery. Borisma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Goodway Baptist Church. 83-year-old James Murphy of Rensselaer passed away on March 22nd. Visitation will be Thursday, March 26th from 10 a.m. until noon at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Funeral services for James Murphy will be held on Thursday at noon at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Father Joshua Bennett officiating. Private burial will be held at Burr Oak Cemetery at a later date. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Rensselaer Senior Center. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the arrangements. 78-year-old Robert Milbourne of Wheatfield passed away on March 21st. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. on Friday, March 27th at Borisma Funeral Home, Wheatfield. Services for Robert Milbourne will be held at Borisma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, 6 p.m. on Friday. Pastor Rick Helton officiating. Borisma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. 77-year-old Timothy Armstrong of Lowell passed away on March 20th. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. on Friday, March 27th at the Lowell Church of Christ. Services for Timothy Armstrong will be held at the Lowell Church of Christ on Friday at 6 o'clock. With Pastor Chuck Hockmuth officiating. Interment will be in the DeMont Cemetery, 10 a.m. Saturday, March 28th. Borisma Funeral Home entrusted with the arrangements. 82-year-old Janet Button of Winnemac passed away on March 21st. Visitation will be from 4 until 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, March 27th at Frayne Mortuary, Winnemac. Funeral services for Janet Button will be held at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday at Frayne Mortuary, Winnemac. Pastor Butch Wildermuth officiating. Private burial will take place. Memorial contributions may be made to the funeral home to assist with final expenses. Online tributes may be offered at fraynemortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frayne Mortuary, Winnemac. 84-year-old Willie Carlos Wilson of Munster passed away on March 15th. Friends may call from 1 until 3 p.m. on Saturday at the Virgie Christian Church. Services for Willie Carlos Wilson will be held at Virgie Christian Church at 3:30 Saturday. Pastor Bill Taylor officiating. Interment will be at the Elmwood Cemetery in Hammond on Saturday at 9 a.m. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Shriners Children's Hospital. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Today, mostly sunny with a high near 70. Tonight, 40% chance of showers mostly overnight with a low of 57. Thursday, slight chance of showers before 7 a.m., then an increased chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, but a high of 80. Thursday night, showers possible before midnight, then expect some showers overnight with a low of 33. Friday, partly sunny and a high of 43. Clear Friday night with a low of 26.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Welcome to Touhyville, 97.7 The Q and 98 Gold. It's time for a look at sports. It's brought to us by our friends over at Nitco. Visit nitco.com today and find out how you can get high-speed internet for your home or your business.
Pleasant. Wednesday, here's your sports. I'm Frank Sprinkle. Leading off with Major League Baseball. As opening day looms towards tomorrow, the Cubs organization plans to keep Pete Crow Armstrong in their long-term plans. Yesterday, the Cubs All-Star and Gold Glove center fielder reportedly agreeing on a 6-year deal valued at $115 million. The extension, which kicks in for the 2027 season, includes no club options, allowing Crow Armstrong to enter free agency following the 2032 season. Crow Armstrong enters this season after a 30-30-2025 campaign, 30-run home runs, and 35 stolen bases. He also drove in 95 runs. Recently, Crow Armstrong played in the World Baseball Classic for Team USA. Crow Armstrong turns 24 today. Yesterday, the Cubs concluding spring training in Mesa, Arizona with an 8-3 loss to the New York Yankees. And while most MLB teams begin the 2026 season tomorrow, the season jumpstarts tonight, the first game of the year. Pairs the Yankees at the San Francisco Giants. NHL, Blackhawks on the East Coast dropping the puck last night on a 4-game road trip and in the win column too, 4-3 over the New York Islanders. A statement first period, Blackhawks with 3 goals, Nick Lardis, Ilya Mikheyev, and Tyler Bertuzzi, his 29th of the season. Frank Nazar added a second period goal, both Nazar and Lardis each with 2 assists. To men's college basketball, Ball State has a new head coach. Yesterday, the university introduced Chris Kapko as the 21st head coach in program history. Kapko succeeds Michael Lewis, who recently was relieved of his duties after 4 seasons. Kapko inherits a Cardinals program that posted a 12-19 overall mark this past season, 7-11 in MAC play. For Kapko, the Ball State job becomes his first ever as head coach after many years as an assistant at various schools. The last 2 years, Kapko served as an associate head coach at Southern Methodist under head coach Andy Enfield. SMU went 20-14 overall this past season, recently qualifying for the NCAA tournament. And speaking of coaching changes in college basketball, huge one yesterday. Hubert Davis is out, fired by North Carolina after 5 seasons. In that span, Davis compiled a 124-win, 54-loss record, including a national championship game appearance in 2022, Davis's first season as head coach. This past season under Davis, North Carolina went 24-9, including a perfect 18-0 mark at home. However, they went on to lose their first-round NCAA tournament matchup last Thursday to Virginia Commonwealth in overtime. Tonight, it's quarterfinal play in the men's NIT for Illinois State going up against host Dayton. NBA Bulls in Philadelphia tonight against the 76ers, the start of a 4-game road trip. Pacers open up 3 straight at home tonight. First test, the Los Angeles Lakers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. This after Monday night's win in Orlando, in which the Pacers snapped a 16-game losing streak, the longest in franchise history. And that's a look at your sports for this Wednesday. I'm Frank Sprinkle.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all 3? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
All right, let's play Find the Big Deal with Stragan Mantil. We got a brand new sale flyer today. Looking for the price on Oscar Mayer bacon on sale this week at Stragan Mantil. 219-866-4104. Let me know the price on Oscar Mayer bacon at Stragan Mantil. You'll be entered in for a chance to win that $50 gift card from Stragan Mantil and Touhyville. Good luck.
This is the highlight of my morning.
Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
You've got that nice golden fluffy egg
With a soft, flaky biscuit,
crispy bacon.
melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Liberty Mutual customize this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
What is it, boy? Someone need help? Someone in trouble? Oh, okay. So you just want me to get Progressive Auto Insurance because their collision coverage covers up to $1,000 in vet bills if you're injured in an accident? That's it? Okay, calm down. Let's not resort to name calling.
Progressive's collision coverage helps pay for care for your pet when they're in the car during an accident.
No, you're right. Sorry, I shouldn't have said calm down.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage included with purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-909-9696. 800-909-9696.
Congrats to Jim and DeMott. He knew that Oscar Mayer Bacon's on sale for $3.99 when you use your digital coupon at Dragon Man Till. Shopping online is super easy. You get the same prices as you see in the store, pickup or delivery, online coupons, reward points, and more. It's all there. It's Dragon Man Till. Life made simple. Food made easy. Visit dragonmantill.com. All right. Your second chance to get registered for that $50 gift card is up on the WLQI and 98 Gold Facebook pages. Head over there. Comment with the price and the same item. You'll be entered in for a chance to win that $50 gift card from Striker Man Till and Touhyville. We'll draw the winner on Friday. Good luck.
Rensselaer Iron and Metal is the picture of going green. Recycling metals is what they do. Keeping the metal business right here in the good old USA is what they're all about. Giving top dollar for your scrap iron not only helps keep your community clean, but it keeps our jobs and steel industry going strong. Remember, when you take your scrap to Rensselaer Iron and Metal, you're supporting your own economy. Rensselaer Iron and Metal, where your trash turns into cash.
Let's face it, nobody loves talking about colonoscopies. But you know what's worse? The I told you so look from your doctor after you put it off for a solid decade. Yikes. Liberty Clinic gets it. Life's too short for waiting lists longer than a CVS receipt. Why risk death by boredom in a waiting room when you could just get your colonoscopy at Liberty Clinic in Rensselaer faster than you can binge watch a new Netflix series? Seriously, schedule within 1 week. Yep, you heard right. And our team's so nice, your colon will practically thank us. Don't be a procrastinator. Early detection is the ultimate treat yourself. Put your health first and call Liberty Clinic now. 219-866-8999. You can also stalk us online at mylibertyclinic.com or on Facebook. We promise no embarrassing photos. Liberty Clinic. We keep you in good health from your head right down to your, well, you know. Call us. Your future self and your colon will be glad you did.
Spring is here, and that means it's time to upgrade your yard with the power you can trust at Steve's Specialized Services on 231 in Rensselaer. Don't miss the Bad Boy Mowers spring promotion happening March 20th through the 31st. When you purchase any Bad Boy zero-turn mower, you'll score a free handheld tool. Choose from an 80-volt blower or trimmer, or a gas-powered blower or trimmer. Get the performance, power, and attitude Bad Boy is known for. Just in time for the mowing season. Stop in today, visit stevespecialized.com, and be sure to like Steve Specialized Services on Facebook for updates and new deals. Steve Specialized Services on 231 in Rensselaer.
97.7 The Q.
Hello, this is Bill Curtis. You're listening to Steve and Cheryl. Be there tomorrow like you are today.
Do you know what day it is?
Today is Wednesday, preceded by Tuesday, as usual.
What, are you still asleep?
Wake up!
I'm wide awake!
What's on the agenda for today?
I believe you're aware of my Wednesday schedule.
You might have to refresh my memory.
First things first.
Let's put on a show.
And then what? And then what? That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Attention, creative types.
I think it's time to start the show.
Yep. Steve Touhyville with you here, hanging out on a delightful Wednesday. Happy hump day, everybody. Yes, I am flying solo this morning. Cheryl is out sick today. Her throat just, she's been fighting it probably since Friday. Started kind of feeling under the weather, was doing okay Saturday, Sunday. She's really been pushing it the last couple of days. Sounded fine on the air. I mean, you wouldn't know, but was really fighting it. And then yesterday, I would say probably later in the afternoon, she was saying her throat was hurting real bad. And by this morning, she just said it was so sore she couldn't even talk. She was just texting me. And it was just too much. So hopefully a little rest, a little medicine. She'll be back in no time. Portions of the show today brought to us by Jasper County REMC. They power us up literally each and every day. Because of the electricity, we can stream video. You can see my smiling face sitting in here by myself in a weird room talking to a piece of metal. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Speaking of electronics Recycling Day is Saturday, April 25th. Jasper County REMC is a proud sponsor of this. It's from 8 till noon at 2 locations in Jasper County. Okay, Jasper County Highway Department, DeMott Annex. It's right behind the Fozzie Center. At 11850 North 600 West. So it's right behind the Fozzie Center there on 600 West. So Rensselaer Street Department at 820 East Walnut Street as well. You can drop off your electronics. It's a rain or shine event. Okay, it's a drive-through. So you pull your car up, they'll get the stuff out for you. Here's what you can bring. Computers, laptops, hard drives, external drives, modems, radios, stereos, televisions, fax machines, telephones and cell phones, routers, VCR, DVD players, slide projectors. What you cannot bring: microwaves, large appliances, toasters, fans, vacuum cleaners, lamps, light bulbs, and loose batteries. So, I'll get that list up on our Touhyville Facebook page. I think REMC might have it. Jasper County REMC might have it on their page already, but I'll make sure I get it onto the Touhyville page just so you guys are all set. It doesn't look like it's there on the REMC page yet. Sorry. So I'll make sure we get that up on the Touhyville page and the Q and Bear Country so you guys can take a look at that. So, all right. Also, got to mention our friends over at Supercuts. Visit Supercuts in Rensselaer. They will gladly make you look super. It's what they do at Supercuts in Rensselaer and Lowell. They've got tanning. So visit them and get yourself a great looking haircut. Some might even say super looking haircut at Supercuts in Rensselaer and Lowell. All right. Let's go take a look at our poll questions. The Cereal Madness voting rages on. Let's see where we're at. We got 4 more matchups today. This is the end of round 1, by the way. So right now, Lucky Charms, 59% of the vote over Frosted Mini Wheats. Frosted Flakes with 61% of the vote over Cinnamon Toast Crunch right now. Golden Crisp with 66% of the vote over Rice Chex. And Apple Jacks with 6% of the vote, 65% of the vote rather, over Corn Chex. So make sure you go and vote, as today ends the first round. We will enter into a second round tomorrow. Now, I love cereal. I'm a big fan, but today is also National Waffle Day. So can't be too upset about waffles. Our friend Nate Bargatze, who we gave tickets away to go see at the Cambridge Fieldhouse back on when did we do that? Valentine's Day. Talks about waffles.
We're at a Holiday Inn Express. So the breakfast buffet there is where they have the cereal where you turn the knob and like 4 pieces fall out. It's like how you feed a cat for a long weekend, you know? And you're like, that's enough. They had batter and syrup. And so you pour they had the waffle iron where you make it yourself. So you pour the batter on the waffle iron, you shut it, you turn it over, it locks, it cooks for 2 minutes, you turn it over, you open it, half the waffle comes off, half stays forever. So I'm with my buddy of mine that's my age. So we go through, he's in front of me. Batter and syrup, they're in clear containers. They're not labeled, but they're in clear containers. He gets the syrup and starts pouring it on the waffle iron. And I'm not even stopping him because he's not doing it where he's going, I've never done that. He's doing it where we're probably going to try it after. I mean, he's just like, we're like, dude, I can't wait to see what this guy's making. Like, he might know something that I don't know. He shuts it, turns it over, it cooks. He's like looking at us. We're like, I mean, the whole line's like, yeah, what is that going to be? And it makes black smoke is what it makes. Just, I mean, dark black smoke. Just starts filling the lobby. The manager comes over. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I guess I poured the wrong one. These are not labeled. And the guy's like, they're in clear containers. Do you not know the difference of batter and syrup? And he's like, I bet it happens all the time. He goes, I've worked here my whole life and I've never seen this.
What's up? This is Dave Bargetzi. You're listening to Steve Touhy.
The great Nate Bargetzi. Always a lot of fun. It is National Waffle Day. Listen, I love my cereal. We're doing cereal madness, but I'll take waffles in a minute over just simple pop them in the toaster, Lego my Eggo waffles. I'm talking about. I'm a fan. All right, let's see what we got going on here. How about take a look at this on BuzzFeed. We always love our BuzzFeed lists. Service workers are revealing some of the wildest things they've seen in people's homes. Okay. So some of the strangest things, some of the craziest things, some of the wildest things that service workers who, came to do some work at somebody's house, some of the strangest things they've seen. Somebody said, I was at EMT. We went on a call and the apartment was filthy. They had a rotten Christmas tree still there. By the way, it was May, with ornaments. So let me just say, 1, dangerous to have your Christmas tree still there. And 2, what? Why? What? Why? Why with the Christmas tree in May still there? Didn't feel like taking it out? Yeah. That's reminds me of that show Hoarders, and I'm afraid to go on with this list. I wonder if this is going to be a lot of that, a lot of like Hoarders type stuff. Cheryl used to love, I don't know if she still watches it. She hasn't said anything about it in a while. She used to watch that show Hoarders. And when we were married the first time, I watched a bunch of stuff with her. We spent most of our time watching TV in the bedroom. Our bedroom, we had a big entertainment center. It was like our place to hang out. We kind of gave the kids the living room. They were teenagers and they, would have their friends over and they would play their video games and all that stuff. So, but I watched a lot of her shows, Hoarders being one of them. Always, I felt dirty watching Hoarders. That's how dirty these shows were. These people's houses were. So another person said, I worked with a phone company. One place was piled floor to ceiling with newspapers. Again, Hoarder stuff. This is what they used to show on the show all the time. Another house, the carpet was soaked in cat urine. Just reading that. Makes me want to throw up. Okay. There was an in-home garage sale by a soon-to-be retired gang leader, it said. He was selling normal things like DVDs and some gang-related stuff, too. Not sure what that was. I used to install security cameras. I went into an unfinished basement, and it was 5 feet deep in garbage bags. 5 feet deep in garbage bags. Apparently, the owner just didn't want to take them out to the curb. Just put them in the basement. Spray some Febreze. It'll be fine. Be fine. A cable tech installer said, I opened a random door in a luxury high-rise condo. Oh boy. And there was a BDSM dungeon with a hooded person down there. I gotta go. Yeah, you're gonna need a different cable guy for that. I gotta go. I'm not. This seems like a bad scene out of Pulp Fiction, right? By the way, the homeowner assured them that they were there under their own consent. It was okay. I don't care. I'm still gonna go. I don't want to be a part of your 50 Shades of any kind of weirdness. I'm out. Another person said they went into a home, service worker, and just sitting on the kitchen table there, unsecured drugs and guns. Don't worry about my drugs and guns over on the dining room table. Just come on over here and fix my computer. It's fine. That's just our drugs and gun table. It's fine. No big deal. Another person said they went in the house. It was covered with roaches. They said, I don't mean just a few. The carpet looked like it was moving. Ugh. Are you allowed as like a service worker to say, I'm not doing it? Like, can you, let's say you work for like a cable company or an internet company or something like that, or like, can you call back to your work and go, this is too much, I'm not doing this? Or do you have to? That would freak me out. Somebody said, no matter how nice the home, anytime we pulled a washer, dryer, or refrigerator out to work on it, the floor was nasty with spilled liquids, old socks, food, hair, dirt. Hardly anyone moves major appliances to clean the floor. Well, yeah. Well, I'm going to pull out the refrigerator every time I'm cleaning the kitchen? That's a weird one. Although I would love to know how old socks got behind the stove. I would have to be, as a parent, I would be like, who took their sock off and threw it behind the refrigerator? Spills that were sticky or something I could see that. Hair gets everywhere, especially when you have a pet. But the sock would throw me off. Dirt? Okay, so there's dirt behind my stove. You know what? I'll bet money there's dirt behind my stove. Yep. I will tell you, I do not pull the stove out when we clean or we have Becky, the amazing cleaning person we have, come in. I'm just telling you, I'm not pulling the stove out. Let's see. And the last one says, I took a summer job insulating homes. I saw a lot of interesting things, said, but the worst was family that kept numerous chickens in their house and let them run free. They said it was unbelievably disgusting. Yeah, that would throw me off a little bit. Listen, to each their own with their pet in their house. I just wouldn't want to hang out there. I remember I had a friend, acquaintance, I guess. We were working on a project together for one of the radio things that I was doing. And we were doing a lot of the work at his home. And he wasn't necessarily a hoarder, but he was filthy. And it's weird because as a human, he wasn't filthy. He was always clean and didn't smell or anything like that. But his house, he had multiple cats, I think 3 or 4. There would be like cake on the floor. And I don't mean like just a piece of cake laying on the carpet. It would be like you bought a cake at the grocery store with the lid on it and everything. Looks like it was being eaten sitting on the floor and then just left there on the floor. And then the lid just put back on top of it. There was food all over the place. The bathroom was horrendous. Oh, I remember I had to work there a couple of times because we were doing work on his computer and I couldn't do it on mine at home. And it was one of the scariest filthy. I would sit with my arms as close to myself as possible. I couldn't eat there. Like we couldn't have a snack or anything. I brought my own drink, like a couple of cans of pop in a little bag. And I'm like, oh no, I just really like Coke. I didn't want you to have to spend your money on any of my drink. Horrible. Ugh. Yeah. So if I had to go in and do that on the regular basis, I think I'd have to quit the job. So, all right, let's take a break. We come back. We got some more fun stories to dive into. How about folks put together a list of 80s movies that still hold up. Yesterday, I think, was the anniversary of Breakfast Club coming out. Some movies from the 80s that actually still hold up. Stick around.
Weather is brought to you by Rensselaer Iron and Metal.
Today, mostly sunny with a high near 70. Tonight, 40% chance of showers, mostly overnight with a low of 57. Thursday, slight chance of showers before 7 a.m., then an increased chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, but a high of 80. Thursday night, showers possible before midnight, then expect some showers overnight with a low of 33. Friday, partly sunny and a high of 43. Clear Friday night with a low of 26.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Glatzbach Pharmacy is your neighborhood pharmacist. At Glatzbach, Angie and her team go above and beyond and are there to answer all of your questions with knowledge and care to keep your family at their healthiest or to help your family get nursed back to health. Glatzbach Pharmacy is about more than just medication refills. They carry beautiful gift items and collectibles, including candles, balloons, toys, and greeting cards. Check out Glatzbach's wide variety of CBD and daily vitamin supplements. Need your annual flu or COVID vaccine to stay healthy this season? Call for your appointment today. Visit Glatzbach Pharmacy at 500 South Grand Street in Fowler or visit online at glatzbachpharmacy.com. Glatzbach Pharmacy, their family caring for yours.
You think Bozeman Oil is just about oil? Well, think again. For over 65 years, they've delivered gasoline, diesel, lubricants, tank setups, and more. From farms to fleets and everything in between, Bozeman Oil offers dependable delivery and honest, old-school service. Located in DeMont and proud to serve this region since 1960. Family-owned, community-focused, and always just a phone call away. Visit BozemanOil.com or call 219-345-3412 or stop by and visit on Route 10 today. Bozeman Oil, so much more than just oil.
Hey, Liz, can you believe there are still some people buying their gold, silver, and platinum bullion from the internet?
That's pretty amazing, Jeff, especially considering that prices here at Vierk's Fine Jewelry always beat both local as well as the big online guys. We don't have shipping fees, and in most cases, you get the precious metals immediately.
Bars, rounds, bags, eagles, buffaloes, maple leafs, Krugerrands, Morgan and Peace dollars, and much, much more.
Not to mention rare, key date, and collectible coins from the U.S. and around the world, many of which have been graded and authenticated by PCGS and NGC.
Whether buying, selling, or trading, you will always benefit from Vierk's unrivaled years of experience and expertise.
If you need expert appraising, Vierk's Fine Jewelry has both of Lafayette's only International Society of Appraisers and Coin Roundtable members, and we are also fully USPAP compliant.
All of your coin and precious metals needs under one roof.
Proudly serving the Mid-North Indiana area for over 75 years. Corner of 18th and Main, Lafayette, Vierks.com.
Jasper County REMC is a non-for-profit electric and internet cooperative that follows 7 established cooperative principles in which they put their values into practice. One of those principles is members' economic participation. Members contribute equitably to and democratically control the capital of their cooperative. For more information on Jasper County REMC, visit them online at jasperremc.com. Jasper County REMC, powering member-driven innovation.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Till to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Till team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Uh-oh, car trouble? Don't stress. Take it to AutoWorks in Rensselaer. From oil changes and brake repairs to engines and transmissions, the team at AutoWorks keeps you on the road safely. They're local, they're trusted, and they'll treat your car like it's their own. Don't wait for a breakdown. Schedule your service today. Call AutoWorks at 219-866-4131 or stop by their shop at 919 McKinley in Rensselaer. AutoWorks, where quality and care come standard.
Are you ready to rock?
Don't worry, we can wait. Whatever rocks.
On the queue.
Now
Hello, this is Bill Curtis. There was a time before cable, when only men read the news. And in Touhyville, that couple is Steve and Cheryl. They are anchorman, much like I was an anchorman, only they're better.
What day is it today?
It's Wednesday. Jesus, it's only Wednesday?
Get some coffee. You woke me up.
Definitely need my coffee.
You know what I really need?
What?
What do you need?
Caffeinated bacon?
Genius.
I can get behind that.
Hump day, am I right, buddy?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let's light this candle.
You know what time it is?
What is it?
Showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, hanging out. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Happy International Waffle Day, too, by the way. Celebrating waffles during our cereal madness. If you can't get yourself waffles today, go grab yourself a big breakfast with hotcakes at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Little McDonald's breakfast this morning. Portions of the show today brought to us by the Kasanovich Umfleet McDonald's in Rensselaer, 2 locations, one on College Avenue, over by our friends over at Striker Mantil there. And you got it on 114, right up to 65. Hebron, and in Remington and DeMott. All kinds of great locations there. The Kasanovich Umfleet McDonald's. Make sure you use your app. I'm always surprised when I find out that people that go to McDonald's regularly don't use the app. Because it's so easy to use. Okay? You download it to your phone. And I know, I've heard people, so many people like to say it like it's a weird badge of honor. I don't know, I'm not all computery and all that. Listen, I understand. This is not some all computery thing. It's an app on your phone. You open it, and you pick the food you want. You have your card information already on the app, so you just order, paid for, done, zip. Now you go, you pull up, you say, I ordered through the app at the speaker in the drive-thru. Give them a code, TK47, whatever it is. They say, for Steve? Yup. Pull around. You pull around, they give you your food. Now, I've had people say to me, you know why I don't do that? Because then I don't know how fast I'm going to get there. I'm afraid they make my food right away and then it's going to be cold. No, that's not how it works. They still make it when you get there, just like if you pulled up and ordered. It just makes your life simpler. Also, you get reward points. Let's see, I was just talking about this. I'm not sure exactly how many reward points I have, but I have a lot. So I like to go to McDonald's. 9,406 points. And I get free food every time I go. I either get McNuggets, I've gotten breakfast sandwiches, I get hash browns just about every time I go because I like to get an extra hash brown. So use your McDonald's app. You're going to save money, and it makes life so much simpler. Also got to mention our friends over at George A. Memorial Healthcare in Brook. They offer a spectrum of personalized services, short-term rehab, long-term care, injury outpatient rehab, workplace injury outpatient rehab, therapy services, and more. Find out all about the services that they offer at georgeaid.org. That's georgeaid.org. Go and like them on Facebook as well. All right. I think it was just the other day was the anniversary of The Breakfast Club coming out. I was a big fan of the movie. I like Breakfast Club. I think that's one that holds up, even though it's thoroughly 80s. It really does tackle some issues of teenage years and issues that we have as adults. You know, I mean, it really does have some good themes throughout it. So somebody online put together a list of iconic 80s movies in no particular order that still hold up. Some of these, I don't know when the last time was that I saw them. E.T., 1982. I would think it still holds up as a good movie. That said, I don't think I've seen E.T. probably. I don't know if I've seen it since it came out. I know I saw it in the theaters when I was a kid. I'm sure I saw it on VHS, but I don't think I've seen it since VHS. I'm just guessing, but I don't think I have. Yeah, probably not since VHS have I seen E.T. Breakfast Club, number 2 on the list. The Shining came out in 1980. Still freaky, still scary. I would say that holds up. Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. Well, I think that just depends on if you're a fan. If you're a fan of Star Wars, sure. I like to watch all the Star Wars movies probably about once a year. I'll go through maybe once every 2 years. I don't necessarily watch a lot of the prequels. They didn't really do it for me. Those I might do every 4 or 5 years. I'll throw those in. Back to the Future. I would guess that it does. That came out in 85. I probably haven't seen it since, at least the 90s, I think. But once in a while, if it was on TV, I would stop. I think I'm just thinking it through. I think that's one of the things that being able to stream everything has stopped, at least for me. I don't just catch things on TV anymore. I almost never watch live television. Other than sporting events, once in a while, I'll turn on the news, but that's pretty rare for me. Where in years past, I would open up the guide and I would go through, let's see what's on. Oh, Caddyshack just started like 20 minutes ago. All right, boom. Now I'm in. Now I'm watching Caddyshack. Shawshank Redemption. I would never think to go, you know what, I'm in the mood to watch Shawshank Redemption. But if I was flipping through channels, if I was scrolling through the guide, and Shawshank Redemption's in there, I'm watching Shawshank Redemption. So that's one of those that I would do with Back to the Future. If I came across it and finished watching it, I don't know that I would go in and be like, oh, it's a Saturday afternoon. What am I in the mood for? Back to the Future. I would do it with Raiders of the Lost Ark. Came out in 1981. I didn't realize it's been that long. Raiders of the Lost Ark might be one that it's time to revisit. I agree that would hold up. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, yes. So, talking about serial madness, when did I do TV madness? Probably about 10, or movie madness. I think about 10 years ago. I don't know if I did comedy movie madness or just movie madness in general. I think I did movie madness in general. And Ferris Bueller's Day Off won. So we aired it. We played the movie in at the movie theater in Kankakee, Illinois. And that holds up. There's some stuff to it where you're kind of like, oh, okay. But it's fun. Good morning, Dennis. How are you?
Not too bad. How you doing, Steve?
I'm good, sir. What's happening?
Not much. How about the movie War Games?
You know, do you think that would hold up? Because it's been, I'm sure I haven't seen that since it was on VHS. But I guess it'd be a good movie. I think a lot of the technology we would laugh at now, though.
Yeah, well, and then all the John Hughes movies. Not Ferris Bueller. Sweet 16 Candles.
16 Candles, Breakfast Club. Well, Ferris Bueller was, I think, a John Hughes as well. But yeah, I mean, I think so many John Hughes movies. Yeah, that I think. I think a lot of his were, at least for people of our generation, kind of like it's nostalgia, but it also touches on a lot of different issues that I think still hold up today. With teens.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. He had his finger on the pulse of the tween generation.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Well, thanks, buddy. Have yourself a good day.
You bet.
All right.
You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. All right. Let's see what we got. Yeah. So a lot of those John Hughes movies. Top Gun. Again, some of this is nostalgia. Do they hold up as far as if they're good movies? I suppose. Rain Man. Oh, see, that's another one. Rain Man's another one that if I'm flipping through, if I'm scrolling, I'm going to stop and watch the rest of it. But I wouldn't pick it in like to just get it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't pick it to just watch it. Dirty Dancing. Well, that's a period piece. Came out in 87, but it's so I don't know. I guess that would hold up, sure. Goonies? Would Goonies hold up? That was a little weird. I think I only saw Goonies one time in my life. I saw it in the theater. That was it. I know a lot of people love Goonies. It was fine. I didn't dislike it. I know I liked it when I was a kid. But I don't know if it's one that I'll ever go back and revisit. Ed says Weekend at Bernie's, watched in real life for past 6 years. I don't get it. I missed the joke, Ed. I don't get it. That one went over my head. Dead Poets Society was the 12th one on the list there. Yeah, I would say that one holds up. That one would probably hold up. Oh, Ed says Last Two Presidents. I get you. Okay. Sorry, that went over my head. I missed that one. So going back to Raiders of the Lost Ark, I saw this headline and I was kind of knocked out by it. Ryan Gosling says, never meet your heroes unless your hero's Harrison Ford. Then you can do that. He says he's as cool as you want him to be. On the New Heights podcast, he shared a few examples of how Harrison Ford is not like the rest of us. He says, did you know that he stapled his Indiana Jones hat to his head while filming Raiders of the Lost Ark? What? Ow! Apparently, Harrison previously told this story in an interview back in 2023. He said his hat kept coming off. He's riding the horse. They were trying to tape it, and he said, forget it. Give me a stapler. And he stapled it to his head. Ow! I mean, I'm just going to say, my elbow still hurts from hitting it on a hook over the weekend. It's Wednesday. I'm not stapling my head. No. Another example is when Harrison punched Ryan Gosling in a scene for Blade Runner 2049. He said, when they brought me ice for my face, he took the ice away. He put his fist in it, and he said, I forgive you. So apparently he punched him for real. Wasn't supposed to, but got a little too close, I guess. He says, and then they brought me Advil. I went to take 2 Advil, and he took the whole thing, and he housed like 15 of them. Wow. Probably because his head hurts so much from stapling it. That might have been part of the issue there. I'm just saying that maybe stapling your head may have caused some of the issues with the problem with, why you needed the Advil and such. All right. What do you say we give away a pizza? Give that a shot.
Put on those thinking caps. It's time now for the pizza quiz, brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. You could win a large one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Be caller number 7 at 866-4104. That's 866-4104. Be caller number 7 right now.
Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer is firing up the oven and serving the pies everybody loves. Fresh dough, real toppings, and flavor that hits the spot every time. Whether it's game night, family night, or I'm not cooking tonight, make it a Rick's Pizza night. Call 1-219-777-2674. That's 1-219-777-2674. And Rick's will take care of dinner. Get your Rick's fix. Rick's Pizza, Rensselaer's hometown favorite.
All right, it's time now for the pizza quiz brought to us by Rick's Pizza and Rensselaer. Your chance to win a one large, one topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Hi, you're calling number 7. Who's this?
Susan.
Hi, Susan. How are you?
Fine.
Good. Glad to hear it. All right, let's see if we can get you a pizza. We were just going through some of these iconic 80s movies. So we'll play a little game of which came first. Which one of these two movies came out first? E.T., the extraterrestrial, or Top Gun? Which one of these two iconic 80s movies came out first? E.T. or Top Gun? What do you think?
E.T.
Yep. E.T. came out in 1982, while Top Gun came out in 1986. Susan, you hold on a second, and I'm going to get you sent over to my phone here so I can get your information, okay? So just hold on, okay?
Okay.
All right. We got us a winner today on the pizza quiz. We will see if we get another one tomorrow on the pizza quiz. Stick around.
Winners and families of winners on the Pizza Quiz are ineligible to win for 30 days. The Pizza Quiz is brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer.
Tired of muddy paws, smelly fur, and a bathroom that looks like a dog wash explosion? Bring your best friend to Baz's 5-Star Pet Wash in Rensselaer. It's self-service, open 24/7, and made to fit your schedule. No appointments needed. For $8, you get 12 minutes with shampoo and a pet blow dryer. And if your pup needs a little extra time, just add more, just like a car wash. Plenty of parking, no mess at home, and a clean, happy pet every time. Located right next to Baz's Roller Rink on 231 in Rensselaer. Don't forget, they have open skate on Friday and Saturday nights. Be sure to check Baz's Roller Rink Facebook to find out more. Baz's 5-Star Pet Wash, because every pet deserves the 5-star treatment. The extra step. They say that makes all the difference. The extra step. It's the difference between wanting and having. You want a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Kirstings wants you to have a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. All you have to do is take the next step and walk through their front door. Get ready for the spring riding season because Kirstings Harley-Davidson has just the bike you've been looking for. They're stocked with every type of Harley-Davidson motorcycle you've ever dreamed of riding, and now is your chance to put them to the test. This is the time of year that puts an extra spring in everyone's step. So what are you waiting for? Take your extra step and get on a Harley-Davidson motorcycle today. Kirstings Harley-Davidson Cycle Center, 4 miles south of North Judson on Highway 39. Call 574-896-2974. Visit Kirstings online at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and KirstingCycle.com.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Jasper County REMC is a non-for-profit electric and internet cooperative that follows 7 established cooperative principles in which they put their values into practice. One of those principles, autonomy and independence. Jasper County REMC is an autonomous, self-help organization controlled by their members. If they enter into agreements with other organizations, including governments, or raise capital from external sources, they do so on terms that ensure democratic control by their members and maintain their cooperative autonomy. For more information on Jasper County REMC, visit them online at jasperremc.com. Jasper County REMC, powering member-driven innovation.
Every morning, I go through my chicken breakfast sandwich checklist. My breakfast sandwich has to deliver great value, deliciousness, and lots of variety. McDonald's checks all my boxes. Like that Savory McChicken biscuit for just $2.49. Consider my boxes checked. If I'm feeling spicy, a hot and spicy chicken McGriddles is breakfast checkmate. Whatever's on your checklist, a $2.49 chicken breakfast sandwich at McDonald's will check all your breakfast boxes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Looking for the perfect start to your child's educational journey? At Apple Tree Learning Center in Rensselaer, their pre-K program is designed to prepare your little one for kindergarten success in a small classroom setting where every child gets the attention they deserve. Apple Tree Learning Center focuses on early literacy, hands-on learning, social development, and nurturing care because education works best when children feel safe, supported, and confident. They're open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, providing dependable, high-quality care that fits your schedule. Call 219-206-1542 now to schedule your tour.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Ahoy, matey! Is that a new phone? Aye, Captain, that's my new Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. You must have paid a pretty doubloon for that. Nay, 'twas zero down from Cricket Wireless. So, you plundered it. Nay, again, 'tis a monthly payment plan with BreadPay. You're shivering me timbers. I shiver you not. Me first payment is next month. Aye, that's not a plunder. That's a steal.
Get a new Samsung Galaxy S25 FE for $0 down when you pay over time with BreadPay. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Subject to approval of credit application. BreadPay loans are made by Community Capital Bank and Bread Financial Company.
97.7 FM, WLQI, Rensselaer.
Time for a check of news. This check of news brought to us by the Conrad Agency in Brook, Fowler, and Francisville. Here's Russ Martin.
6 people have been charged following the shooting of Judge Stephen Meyer and his wife in Lafayette. One of those people is Amanda Millsap of that city. And while she has not been charged in the actual shooting and not charged with attempted murder, she has been charged with the felonies of obstruction of justice and bribery. Prosecutors have alleged
today on
that
the
she
show, we got into a thing of
in the Thomas Moss case. Moss, who has been charged with attempted murder, had his original case in another matter being heard by Judge Meyer. Prosecutors further alleged that when bribery of a witness in the original Moss trial had failed, there was discussion of targeting the witness before targeting Judge Meyer at his home. Brenda Millsap's date for trial is April 6th. Plans are moving forward for a pavilion to be located at the farmers market in Rensselaer. The city has the engineering plans for what it will look like. Mayor Jeff Phillips said the council discussed the plans at their meeting on Monday.
The utility room that we're going to need to have set up in the south end. Hopefully we'll have a stage in there along with the men's and women's room area for a sound system also be in the farmers market pavilion. Hoping to get that bid out in April. Hopefully see some construction starting in May.
During construction of the pavilion of the farmers market, it will return to its former location on Harrison Street by the courthouse. The new pavilion will be at the lot where the former jail was located. The federal government has given further orders to keep 2 coal-fired power plants open, one of which is the Schaefer Generating Station north of Wheatfield. The announcement from Secretary of Energy Chris Wright means the 2 locations, the second being in Warwick County near Evansville, will remain open through June 21st. Originally scheduled to shut down at the end of 2025, the first order extended them through the end of March. The government stated that this is an effort to prioritize minimizing electricity costs and minimizing the risk of blackouts, and that the plants were vital during Winter Storm Fern in January. The environmental organization Sierra Club claimed the plants remaining open have added more than $280 million to consumer bills in the last 10 months. County clerks around Indiana are reminding voters that absentee ballots for the May 5th primary election are being accepted. Voters who are anticipating being out of town on Election Day or who are unable to come to a voting center or polling location on Election Day may vote by absentee ballot. Absentee applications can be requested at indianavoters.com or by calling your county clerk's office. If you choose to vote in person early, also known as absentee, Tuesday, April 7th is the first day to do so. Also, if you are not yet registered, the deadline to do so to be allowed to vote in the primary is Monday, April 6th. You can also register to vote at the website indianavoters.com and find out the location where you can vote in each county. Additionally, all Indiana counties are required to have early voting in person available the 2 Saturdays before Election Day. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact the Conrad Agency in Brook, Fowler, or Francisville at 765-884-0530.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
74-year-old Linda McCarty of Maderaeville passed away on March 19th. Services for Linda McCarty will be held at the Goodway Baptist Church at 11 a.m. Eastern Time today, with Pastor James Rowe officiating. Interment will be held at Independence Cemetery. Borisma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Goodway Baptist Church. 83-year-old James Murphy of Rensselaer passed away on March 22nd. Visitation will be Thursday, March 26th from 10 a.m. until noon at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Funeral services for James Murphy will be held on Thursday at noon at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Father Joshua Bennett officiating. Private burial will be held at Burrock Cemetery at a later date. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Rensselaer Senior Center. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the arrangements. 78-year-old Robert Milbourne of Wheatfield passed away on March 21st. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. on Friday, March 27th at Borisma Funeral Home, Wheatfield. Services for Robert Milbourne will be held at Borisma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, 6 p.m. on Friday. Pastor Rick Helton officiating. Borisma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. 77-year-old Timothy Armstrong of Lowell passed away on March 20th. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. on Friday, March 27th at the Lowell Church of Christ. Services for Timothy Armstrong will be held at the Lowell Church of Christ on Friday at 6 o'clock, with Pastor Chuck Hockmuth officiating. Interment will be in the DeMont Cemetery, 10 a.m. Saturday, March 28th. Borisma Funeral Home entrusted with the arrangements. 82-year-old Janet Button of Winnemac passed away on March 21st. Visitation will be from 4 until 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, March 27th at Frayne Mortuary, Winnemac. Funeral services for Janet Button will be held at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday at Frayne Mortuary, Winnemac. Pastor Butch Wildermuth officiating. Private burial will take place. Memorial contributions may be made to the funeral home to assist with final expenses. Online tributes may be offered at fraynemortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frayne Mortuary, Winnemac. 84-year-old Willie Carlos Wilson of Munster passed away on March 15th. Friends may call from 1 until 3 p.m. on Saturday at the Virgie Christian Church. Services for Willie Carlos Wilson will be held at Virgie Christian Church at 3:30 Saturday. Pastor Bill Taylor officiating. Interment will be at the Elmwood Cemetery in Hammond on Saturday at 9 a.m. Borisma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Shriners Children's Hospital. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Today, mostly sunny with a high near 70. Tonight, 40% chance of showers mostly overnight with a low of 57. Thursday, slight chance of showers before 7 a.m., then an increased chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, but a high of 80. Thursday night, showers possible before midnight, then expect some showers overnight with a low of 33. Friday, partly sunny and a high of 43. Clear Friday night with a low of 26.
That's your forecast.
Today on the show.
Well, come on and check out the show. Hey, all right?
Can you say who you are?
Yeah, right. Haywood Nelson, Dwayne from the television series What's Happening. This is Haywood Nelson, Dwayne from What's Happening. You're listening. One more. This is Haywood Nelson, Dwayne from What's Happening, and you are listening to It.
What day is it today?
It's Wednesday.
Is it? Actually, it's Wednesday.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hump day.
Why do you call it?
Hump day.
Because. But halfway there.
Where?
Till the weekend. The weekend.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Till then, let's get back to work.
Let's get back to work.
Let's go.
Oh, goody, we're on.
It's showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, hanging out, doing our thing on a Wednesday morning. Cheryl's off today, not feeling so good. Played that liner from Haywood Nelson. It's his birthday today from What's Happening. Dwayne from What's Happening, 66 years old today. Portion of the show today brought to us by Bierk's Fine Jewelry, Lafayette's largest and most complete jewelry store. Over 75 years of exceeding expectations in mid-north Indiana. Visit them at the corner of 18th and Main and Lafayette. Visit Bierk's.com. Also, got to mention our friends over at Lisa's Candy Store in Hoopeston. Visit Lisa's Candy Store for all kinds of nostalgic candies, all kinds of cool stuff you can fill up your Easter basket with at Lisa's Candy Shop and General Store in Hoopeston. It's more than a store. It is a destination, Lisa's Candy Shop in Hoopeston. All right. So each Thursday, we have Dr. Nikki on the program for Therapy Thursday, where we do a little chit-chatting and stuff. We record that on Tuesdays. So I thought what I'd do, since Cheryl's off today, hopefully back with us tomorrow, I would take advantage of the opportunity that since I'm hanging out by myself, to give myself make it a little easier, because let's be honest, me talking to myself in a piece of metal in a room by myself is a little odd. So I thought we'd move up Therapy Thursday to Wednesday. You can enjoy our conversation with Dr. Nikki Monty. We talked about friendship and more. On the show, we got into a thing of there's a growing trend about speed friending instead of speed dating, speed friending.
Yikes.
Groups that get together, you spend 5 minutes.
Yes, this is an advance to situationships? Is this friends situationships?
I think it's the idea of like speed dating where you're at all at, like there's a bunch of different tables and you go through and you're trying to find friends, you know. The one thing we read is that I think it was about a decade ago that 3% of people said they don't have friends. And now it's closer to 20% of people say they don't have friends.
Guess why? I mean, you could say, I'm in Los Angeles, right? So everybody's in their car. And if you can't get somebody to pull over because they look nice, I don't know. You go where people of like mind gather. Well, what is that? It's very hard. Years and years ago, before there was were apps, and when I was in between husbands, I went to these, events where you would go, and there were smart people events, and they weren't old horny people events, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were. There were just kind of all these events, and they were all just terrifying. And I'm an extrovert, but they were terrifying.
Sure.
And horrible. And you go to these, where am I? I don't know. This is part of LA exist. What town is this? Right. And you would go to these places, and then all of the people who were there everybody looked like a deer in the headlights. I don't care how fancy the event was or not. And it was just horrible. But it's not like in New York, you just can walk down the street and bump into 12 people that you might want to know. So it's a little different here. But I think as the world has gotten bigger, so to speak, as we can watch war moment by moment as it's happening on screen, and hear things from across the world, and I do people, what do you call it, Zooms, and I work with people in Europe. It's not uncommon. And as we do that, and the world seems bigger, simultaneously, it feels like the world is getting less connected, less obtainable in a real tangible way. We're in 2 dimensions here now. We're not in 3 dimensions. I see you, I feel you, because I'm able to do that, but not everybody is. But I can't hug you, and I can't say, hey, let's run out for coffee after this, or grab a meal. I'd like to know a little bit more about you. It's just we lost the sense of touch, And when we lose the sense of physical touch, I think it's very easy to forget how to use, how to maintain the sense of emotional and even spiritual touch, let alone intellectual. Intellectual we can do with all our robotics. And everybody is encouraging on top of this, these avatars. Let's have an avatar talk. The avatar instead we'll start doing this by avatar. My avatar will show up.
Well, it's funny.
It creeps me out though. That whole avatar thing.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I thought the avatar thing was just like your little cartoon that you have on like
right.
Facebook
I'm not
or
a
whatever,
cartoon.
No, but
why are we having cartoon
I see one right behind you. I see,
No. That's different.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
They really do, and they have people in their bots, and they come on and they talk to you about things. And I mean, I don't know, because I when I went to this conference, this woman was saying, "Oh, you could have an avatar. I could have a cinnamon bun also. I don't want to."
No, but it's funny you talk about the idea of physical contact. We talked about last week on the show that just to get by, someone said just to survive, a human needs 4 hugs a day, just to survive, right, and just to get by, and I thought to myself, I don't know. I mean, I think it's odd, but I wasn't that. I mean, I was bothered by COVID overall. The idea of being alone during COVID didn't bother me as much. Being home,
what a surprise,
and being like, I did right. I mean, I was just like, okay, I go and do my work and I go home. It's so, and that's why the idea of friendship, I think it can go two ways, and maybe it's because I'm so used to having friends be far away from me for most of my life. It's the phone is one thing, and then now that I have this video thing, I actually feel closer with my friends when I can talk to them on video, let alone being in person. I can remember the last time I did it in person.
Yeah, there is that. There is the advantage of the video, and it gives us the feeling that we're together. But I think that's one of the big illusions. It's not the same. I mean, if I'm with somebody and I'm stressed out or I'm feeling some particular way about something and I start crying, you cannot come over and hold my hand or hold me.
Sure.
And that is just not okay with me. But also, Steve, you have to think about it. You're not, I never pictured you to be a big community guy, that where you have friends that you hang out with on a Friday night, or you go to bowling or whatever people do in those circles. But, that to build friendships. And that's just, so for you, this probably doesn't feel like as big a loss as those people for whom community is important.
Here's what's odd though. I used to do that all the time.
You did?
And I think what's happened to me, and Cheryl talked about this earlier today on the show, because we record this on Tuesdays. I have had groups like that. I've been in bowling leagues. It's funny that you said it. I used to have a group of friends. There was 5 of us that got together every Friday night.
Wow.
And we would just hang and you drink your drink of choice and just talk like that. Wow. About whatever. The TV never went on. The radio never went on.
It was awesome.
I do. I think what happens to me is I've had sporadic things like that throughout my life. My career has taken me where I move a lot. My life has taken me where I move away. So I look at those as seasons. I have the season of this, and then it goes away. And then I have a season of a friendship that's a work friend or a close friend, and they hurt me. It changes. We break up, if you will, and then that season's done, and I move on. And like Cheryl said, each time that's happened to me, I went a little more and more into my shell. Mm-hmm. I went a little more and more to the point where now I'm like, okay, if it's just me and Cheryl and the dog, I'm all set. I'm fine. And
I've seen firsthand and heard the conversations firsthand. I'd be scarred.
Yeah.
Because he's given his best.
Well, that would be about a reflection, though. That's a reflection of something in you, Steve, that is about, either not asking for what you need or not setting the relationship up that you're being, wouldn't. Wow, what a shock! And
right, I mean that's me all over the place. Is not asking for what I need, not setting up the expectations,
and then we're back to now what we were talking about off air ahead of time, which is payoff. Whatever our behavior is or the life we've set up, we want to look at what is that about for us? How have we set that up? And I'm not wildly different from you in that way, but it's not that I mean, I've had groups of friends and then they're not there. And then, and I move on to the next, but there's pattern that began in childhood with me around all that. So there you go. For you, Cheryl, do you have friends?
Right now, I do. I do. Very few and far between right now.
But do you hang with them? Do you?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's important. And this is to some degree unpopular, and then oddly, wildly, I don't know where people are with this, but I think it's important for women to have women, and men to have men. I think same-sex friends are really important. Opposite-sex friends are great too, but same-sex friends are really important. I remember back in the day when the Gloria Allred, I'll just say her name. What the hell? She's still around. And I never liked her then, don't like her now. But, and so maybe if you were going out to a bigger audience, I'd be more careful because she is an attorney. But it's just
you're allowed legally to say you don't like someone, though, just to make clear.
So. Yeah. I don't think it depends on who it is.
Well, yeah, right. If you're the president, you're not allowed to say you don't like them, but everybody else you could say, yeah.
But really, and she was doing this thing at one point where she was trying to get, which was considered highly feminist at that point, which she was trying to get, trying to make it so that men's clubs couldn't exist, but that they'd have to integrate women into the men's clubs. And I thought, this woman does not get it. She just doesn't get it. She doesn't get women with women and men with men. It's a different it's not just conversation, it's a different energetic. And it's an important energetic to respect. And it's not an anti-women thing or an anti-men thing. It's just what's so.
Yeah, to me, it's equal but different.
It's equal but different. It is. It just is.
I mean, just like guys don't need tampons, so we don't have to all of a sudden know.
Well, there's and in general, depending upon how in her feminine the women are, or in their masculine the men are, there's a different kind of conversation that goes on. You could take the same topic. The conversation is going to be very different about the same topic. It just feels different and that's fine. For me, I generally have, I'm, as you know, quite maybe a little too open with everyone. But in terms of talking about my deeper fears or any of that, I'll talk about that to anyone. But I have a couple of people, some are men, some are women, that I feel like, I've known them for a long time, and I'll just say anything. I'm more careful because I love them so much and know them so deeply, what I say to them, because I will, I just want to be sure somebody asks me for my opinion before I make certain kinds of statements. Mm-hmm. So it's that kind of thing. But in terms of camaraderie, I think it's unfair in some ways to put every single thing on your partner, if you have a partner, even if it's the greatest partner ever, which I have the greatest partner ever. And he knows all the things, but there are just times when, I should be talking to my best girlfriend. That's just the way it is, because it's just different. Mm-hmm. It's just different, even, and better for him.
Yeah.
Some space for my noise.
No, and that makes sense, and So I
But
guess,
the question you're asking is, how do we have friends? Why are we having so many fewer friends now? And I think it's because people have confused social media with their friend. You know, in the call for how many friends do you have? What do you mean, how many friends? Well, do you know? Yeah, I never met 90% of these people. They're not my friends.
Right.
They're friend adjacent. They're virtual friends. Virtual friends and actual friends are not the same people.
Well, and there's friendly with and there's friends with. And that to me has always been an important distinction. Yes. And then even as we talk now, when you ask me about friends, so we moved and I have friends that think differently with kind hearts. Who I love. Whom I love. I have two. Okay.
Yeah.
What I don't have
Yeah.
is someone that embraces me and loves me and knows me so much that I can just be me.
You can always just be you.
No, I am with them, but it's clear it runs into a like just on the basic levels.
Yeah.
It runs into like a gratitude thing. Like I was complaining here's like an example. I was complaining about and which I would think with the girlfriend, you're just kind of complaining how not one package has come on time from the U.S. Postal Service in, whoa, what was that?
An angel just got their
right?
wings.
That was so funny. I was like, ding.
Computer.
Okay. So
an angel just got its wings. I think.
So I was complaining about the post office.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah. So as I'm complaining about,
let me see if I can turn this off.
Wow, that's very serious.
That's the alarm that your show is over. That's it.
Right.
That's
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Hopefully.
So the post office hadn't, you know what I mean? I had all these packages and stuff. And I'm like, gosh, I wish I had the kind of job where it didn't matter if I promised that I would do a commercial for someone because their radio run starts the next day. If I get to it, hey, I get to it. And, you know, so what that your thing is going on this Saturday and I didn't really get to it until Monday of next week. Like,
yeah,
I was kind of like, okay, enough already. Cause I had ordered some dresses and stuff for occasions and well, they didn't come. They're still in Lafayette or wherever they are. To which she said, I think you're overlooking the idea that think about mail. It starts at point A and then it's got to go to point B, C, and there are people and they have to touch it and all those miraculous things that happen with the mail. And then I found myself going, why did I bring this up? Because I now am on the defensive about the fact that my packages are 2 weeks late. There's no accountability ever. And for the last 2 years, I would be a millionaire if they were forced to give me $1 back for every day that each package was for each package that was a day late. So every time it's late, ding, ding, you get refunded $1 of what you spent to send it or to get it. Seriously, I'd retire.
Yeah.
I'd own my own island.
Yeah.
So now it's gotten to a fact where I want to go deeper in that friendship, you know, because I just love the heck out of this person. And we're very different on the idea of gratitude because I am I'm grateful. I mean, that I'm breathing this morning and stuff. That does not mean that I don't have the right or I don't feel authentically upset when for the 45 millionth time, I'm trying to pick something out of my closet because the thing I did pick out of my closet that I was proactive in buying and spending my money on is still not here.
Right.
As promised.
Right.
So is it a big deal? No, it's not a big deal, but I can't bond. I can't further that ahead.
Because you have such different perspectives.
Because we have different perspectives. So I've chosen to appreciate the perspective on the ways that we're similar and the heart is gold. And then just go on the rest. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with myself. And then there's a frustration.
You know, it's hard because, you know, if we're not talking about something like mail, if we're talking about something like, you know, civil rights or something like that, or war, what's it good for? If we're not talking about if we're talking about something more serious, then we're looking at life values, right?
Right.
And so then it, of course, limits the conversation, and it depends on your relationship with superficiality. If you're okay stone skipping through life, which many people are, and social media teaches us how to be, we even have a limited amount we're allowed to say. I mean, timing wise, people pay attention. What is it, Steve? You probably know this. Is it 20 seconds? Maybe you get them really for.
Now, I mean, yeah, I mean, with social media, I feel like
now they say if it's not in 5,
like
if it hasn't caught your attention.
I mean, that was when I did stand up. They always said a laugh every 17 seconds was what you wanted, but
but now, I mean, that was in the dark ages when you were doing, so now we're in the
right.
You
got TikToks and all that stuff. Yeah, it's way past.
And even the communication, you see it in the communication, and this is this is relevant to this conversation, I think, where we went from, even say in texting, right? We went from whole words and whole sentences to, say YOU became you. And then we've gone from even that truncated form of talking to emojis, mostly, because some people just communicate pretty much completely with emojis.
Right.
And it's, so there's a dearth of, I am old enough, and because of, I make fun about boarding school and all that and going to boarding school, but I had an amazing education. My summer reading list was like people are reading in college now. When I was just a kid, if they read it all in college, I know a lot of people who just don't read, and so I have all these, and many times I'll use just a word that's common to me, and people say, I don't know, what is that? I want to be Auntie Mame and say, circle all the words you don't know, and we'll look them up at the end. So I've kind of dumbed down, so to speak, my conversation, or tried to use words that everybody knows. And that's not good, because that's what the whole world is doing half the time at this point. And
so is it us setting the expectation too high, or I want to be like Mike, or everybody has to be like me, so I'm constant judging what I'm looking for? Or so is it me who needs to switch, or is it me who just goes it lonely for a length of time?
I think we need to make sure that we have in our orbit, in our local orbit, whatever that means, people who speak our language and we speak their language. That's metaphorically, literally, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, emotionally, who speak our language, so that we're not always sort of having to find the next level up or down, right? So we want to be able to be with people. I want to be with people that are smarter than me. I want to be with people that I can teach who are not as developed as me. I want to be with the full range. I want to be with people who are, we can be funny together, or we can be whatever it is. So it's nice to have that range. We certainly can't expect all the things from each person. Like we can't expect all the things from our partner. I mean, it's just not fair. And then what happens when they're gone for a couple of days or whatever, and we're like, hi, I'm in this vacuum now. I got no one to talk to and nothing to say.
Sure.
So we want to, I think it behooves each of us to be value added to every circumstance we're in, to the best of our ability at this point in time in our development, whatever that development is, to be value added to this radio show, to be value added to a conversation we're having with our besties, to be value added when we go to a store and someone says something to us, to always bring to each situation, as well as we can, our highest and best self. And that is not standing on the good ship lollipop and having no complaints ever. And that's what you were addressing. Just because we have gratitude, we are multi-leveled. 3, 4, 5, 10 things can be true at the same time.
Well, we got to wrap things up for today. But as always, we appreciate you, Dr. Nikki, for coming in.
Who knows what we talked about, people? You sort it through and let us know.
Right. All I know is it started with talking about friends. I still don't have any, so I don't know what happened.
You've got to hear. Friends take work, and people are lazy when it comes to what's important. We think that our work in life is our work. Our work in life is love. It always wants to start with love. Everything wants to start with love.
Amen, sister.
Love, and maybe divine love, if you care to include that. Everything starts with love. If you're not going towards love, you're going towards the wrong direction.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Today, mostly sunny with a high near 70. Tonight, 40% chance of showers mostly overnight with a low of 57. Thursday, slight chance of showers before 7 a.m., then an increased chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, but a high of 80. Thursday night, showers possible before midnight, then expect some showers overnight with a low of 33. Friday, partly sunny and a high of 43. Clear Friday night with a low of 26.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Save on Moloch Carpet now at Carpet Barn in Roselawn during the all-pet carpet sale. If you have pets, this is the carpet you've been waiting for. Mohawk's Pet Premier Carpet features the exclusive all-pet warranty, protecting against stains, odors, and pet accidents. Designed with easy stain protection and made from durable, eco-friendly polyester, Mohawk all-pet carpet is tough on messes and easy on your home. Right now, Carpet Barn has fantastic sale pricing, knowledgeable and helpful customer service, and flooring you can trust. But hurry, this sale won't last forever. Visit Carpet Barn on Route 10 in Roselawn or online at carpetbarnllc.com. Be sure to like Carpet Barn on Facebook.
Jasper County REMC is a not-for-profit electric and internet cooperative that follows 7 established cooperative principles in which they put their values into practice. One of those principles is concern for community. While focusing on member needs, cooperatives work for the sustainable development of their communities through policies accepted by their members. For more information on Jasper County REMC, visit them online at jasperremc.com. Jasper County REMC, powering member-driven innovation.
Tired of muddy paws, smelly fur, and a bathroom that looks like a dog wash explosion? Bring your best friend to Baz's 5-Star Pet Wash in Rensselaer. It's self-service, open 24/7, and made to fit your schedule. No appointments needed. For $8, you get 12 minutes with shampoo and a pet blow dryer. And if your pup needs a little extra time, just add more, just like a car wash. Plenty of parking, no mess at home, and a clean, happy pet every time. Located right next to Baz's Roller Rink on 231 in Rensselaer. Don't forget, they have open skate on Friday and Saturday nights. Be sure to check Baz's Roller Rink Facebook to find out more. Baz's 5-Star Pet Wash, because every pet deserves the 5-star treatment. You think Bozeman Oil is just about oil? Well, think again. For over 65 years, they've delivered gasoline, diesel, lubricants, tank setups, and more. From farms to fleets and everything in between, Bozeman Oil offers dependable delivery and honest, old-school service. Located in DeMont and proud to serve this region since 1960. Family-owned, community-focused, and always just a phone call away. Visit BozemanOil.com or call 219-345-3412 or stop by and visit on Route 10 today. Bozeman Oil, so much more than just oil.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all 3? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Every morning, I go through my chicken breakfast sandwich checklist. My breakfast sandwich has to deliver great value, deliciousness, and lots of variety. McDonald's checks all my boxes. Like that Saving McChicken biscuit for just $2.49? Consider my boxes checked. If I'm feeling spicy, a hot and spicy chicken McGriddles is breakfast checkmate. Whatever's on your checklist, a $2.49 chicken breakfast sandwich at McDonald's will check all your breakfast boxes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
The extra step. They say that makes all the difference. The extra step. It's the difference between wanting and having. You want a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Kirstings wants you to have a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. All you have to do is take the next step and walk through their front door. Get ready for the spring riding season because Kirstings Harley-Davidson has just the bike you've been looking for. They're stocked with every type of Harley-Davidson motorcycle you've ever dreamed of riding, and now is your chance to put them to the test. This is the time of year that puts an extra spring in everyone's step. So what are you waiting for? Take your extra step and get on a Harley-Davidson motorcycle today. Kirstings Harley-Davidson Cycle Center, 4 miles south of North Judson on Highway 39. Call 574-896-2974. Visit Kirstings online at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and KirstingCycle.com.
Hello, this is Bill Curtis. Touhyville for today and tomorrow.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Up and out.
What day is it? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
All day.
I had no idea. I had no idea.
Oh, man. Where did the time go?
Let's get coffee. A big double shot for you. Keep you up all day.
We've got a show to put on in case you didn't notice.
You are going to love this.
Am I? Really? Sure about that?
99% sure.
Okay, if you say so. Let's get to it.
Showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, hanging out on a delightful Wednesday morning. Yes, flying solo this morning. Cheryl a bit under the weather, not feeling so good. So she had to stay home. Bad sore throat, so resting her voice today. But hopefully, with some meds and some rest, she'll be back with us tomorrow. Portion of the show today brought to us by our friends over at the Jasper County Fair Association. The Dandelion Spring Craft Show is going on Friday, April 3rd from 4 to 7, and then Saturday, 9 to 2, April 4th at the Jasper County Fairgrounds. So here's the deal. Friday night, they're doing baked potato and salad bar. Saturday, they're doing breakfast of biscuits and gravy, and then lunch, chicken and noodles will be served. So all kinds of good stuff going on at the Jasper County Fairgrounds, April 3rd and 4th. That's Easter weekend. Saturday morning, they're doing breakfast and an Easter egg hunt. Breakfast from 8 to 10, and then an Easter egg hunt at 10:30 in the morning. So a lot of fun being had out there at the Jasper County Fairgrounds for everybody involved. Also, got to mention our friends over at Jasper County Community Services doing great things for those 55 and older. On Monday at noon, they are doing a seminar at the Rensselaer Senior Center, Cost of Care, Plan Ahead Without Panic. Jasper County Community Services is offering this afternoon program to provide information and awareness of the importance of planning in the aging process to allow for choices and support. We were lucky enough to have Sharon Coley on last week to talk about that a little bit. And it's going to be Thursday at noon at the Rensselaer Senior Center, and then Monday at noon at the Fozzie Senior Center. So Thursday at noon at the Rensselaer Senior Center, Friday at noon at the Fozzie Senior Center. So great stuff that they do. And that is not just for folks 55 and older, just so you know. That is for, if you want to go and you're younger so that you can learn about more for your parents or your grandparents, you can go with your parents or grandparents. You can learn for yourself, learn for a friend, bring a friend, whatever it is. They just want folks to learn about what's going on and how you can prepare for retirement, for aging, and for long-term care and things like that. So, all right, let's go check in on our cereal madness. Raging on today is the last grouping, the last 4 matchups of the first round. Okay, tomorrow we will begin round 2. So today's matchups, we have Lucky Charms right now with 68% of the vote over Frosted Mini Wheats. Frosted Flakes with 64% of the vote over Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Golden Crisp with 66% of the vote over Rice Chex. And then Apple Jacks with 65% of the vote over Corn Chex. So just to take a look at where things are at as we head into round 2, some of our round 2 matchups, just to give you guys an idea. We're going to have Alphabets versus Peanut Butter Captain Crunch, Chocolate Lucky Charms versus Peanut Butter Chex, Apple Cinnamon Cheerios versus Golden Grams, Honey Nut Cheerios taking on Fruity Pebbles, we will have Corn Pops taking on Kicks. You know, I got to find some of these other ones. We're going to have Count Chocula taking on Special K. I believe Cocoa Krispies is taking on Bite Size Shredded Wheat. Trix. Trix will be taking on Bite Size Shredded Wheat. So some interesting matchups as we go into round 2. We'll have Cocoa Pebbles versus Chex Mix Cereal. Rice Krispies versus Cheerios. Honeycomb taking on Peanut Butter Crunch. And Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries taking on Cocoa Puffs. So it's going to be interesting as we continue on with Cereal Madness. And we're also taking on the madness of hunger. So you guys can help out. It's not just about the fun voting, which it is. You know, you can just vote and have some fun with it. But we're really hoping that you guys will help us get some cereal into your local food pantry. In Rensselaer, it is the Good Samaritan Food Pantry that we do a lot of work with. If you can bring a cereal there, bring your when you're out grocery shopping, buy your favorite cereal or grab the cereal you think is going to win the whole cereal madness that you think everybody's going to pick as the best. Grab that cereal, buy it. Obviously, pay for it. Don't just grab it and walk out. Take it to your local food pantry. Take a picture of yourself there at the food pantry, of the cereal, whatever it is. One, tag us in it or message us on any of our social media, the Q, 98 Gold, Touhyville, or Bear Country. And if you can do that, you'll be entered in for a chance to win some fun prizes, and we're going to match the amount of cereal that you guys buy. So for every box you buy, we'll buy one. So do that. We'd appreciate it. Haven't had a lot of folks doing that yet, but anything you can do helps. So we appreciate it. I know it's hard with how expensive everything is now, including gas. Holy mackerel, what the heck just happened this week? All of a sudden, gas prices shot through the roof this week. And now, as if we're not aggravated enough about gas prices, AP did a story telling us, you know what? I know gas prices are high. Here's what you need to do. Drive different. Excuse me? It says here some money-saving ways to drive. Don't go faster than 65. It says cars are more efficient at 65. Going faster burns more fuel. Again, this is AP. I don't know if this is true or not. Get out of here. Tell us to drive different. Use cruise control more. No. I don't like using cruise control. Who uses cruise control anymore? You're in traffic. You can't just sit there on cruise control. If you see a red light ahead, ease up and just coast. Right, so I'll use a little less gas as I coast up to the red light. I bet that's going to save me millions. Make sure your tire pressure is correct. On underinflated tires will use more gas. Reduce your car's drag by removing roof racks or bike racks. Yeah, that bike rack is causing me a lot of gas money, I'm sure. The sleeker and more aerodynamic your car, the less you'll pay at the pump. And of course, consider carpooling. Yeah. That all seems like the way to do it. That's probably it. It's probably more our trouble. It's really our problem. Mm-hmm. Right. That's what I'm thinking. All right. Looney Tunes. It's ridiculous. What is this all because of the war thing? Is that why our gas prices are so high? I don't get it. Why is gas so high? I know I don't watch a lot of the news. I get a lot of junk off of the internet, and I don't trust it. Gas prices are high due to the global oil supply disruptions caused by the conflict with Iran. Okay. Crude oil prices have jumped up towards $100 per barrel, increased seasonal demand, and the switch to more expensive summer blend gasoline. Would you stop? It's the summer blend. It's probably what it is. It's that summer blend. Is that even real? I don't know about that. Seems a little bit much. A Canadian cat has been going viral, jumping the border between the U.S. and Canada to find food. Not sure if it has a passport or not. Give me 1 second here. I messed up my stuff. I play Dr. Nicky. Here we go. Here's somebody talking about this cat that's going back and forth.
Royal Canadian Mounted Police there, making sure I don't jump the ditch. Here's your border ditch. This is Avenue 0. I was hoping that I would actually run into our good friend Lewis, the border jumping kitty cat. There he is. What's up, buddy? Lewis. Jump the border. Oh, do you want more loves? You got it, buddy. There's a Border Patrol agent there checking on me and Lewis.
The fan of the cat has named the cat Louis Vuitton, the border jumping cat. Ed says, sadly, we get most of our oil from our own wells. Is that true? See, Ed, I don't know this stuff. I don't really follow along. So then how does it end up going up so high? Are the oil companies just messing with us? Are they just messing with my brain? Because I don't understand really a lot of it. It's just I try to follow some of the stuff, but the more I follow the news, the more it just makes me want to pull my hair out. I get my news from Russ Martin. That's it. That's the most I can do, because I can't do with all the Looney Tune news. I can't do it. Cheryl and I were talking about this. I don't think we got to it on the air. We were talking about it on the air. Flamper. Everybody's naming new things. Flamper. What's a flamper? They say you're tired from a long day. You're about to get into bed, so you take off your clothes, and you put them on the floor next to you and fall asleep. That's your flamper. No, that's my floor. We don't have to keep changing things. We don't have to keep pretending like there's some new words for everything. It's not my flamper. It's my floor. Ridiculous. France is upset with a naval officer. He was using an exercise app that apparently gave out his location, which normally wouldn't be that big a deal, unless you're a naval officer and journalists were able to geolocate the location of your aircraft carrier. That would be bad. That's not so good. So he's in a little bit of trouble because his exercise app gave out his location. Speaking of bad locations, a man in Thailand has been arrested after he was caught climbing into a zoo enclosure with Moodang, the adorable pygmy hippo who became a media sensation. Moodang, the pygmy. He got in trouble because he tried to jump into the enclosure. Zoos don't like that. Zoos don't like when you go and jump into their enclosures. They're not big fans of that. Speaking of big fans, Jennifer Lopez was out and about the other day, and a fan came up and introduced himself, and she didn't seem too happy with his name. Oh, this was during her show. I thought she was out and about. What's your name, Ben? Listen, we didn't tell you to marry him twice. I don't know what to tell you, lady. It's you're the one that gets married every 5 minutes, so it's not our fault. All right, let's take a break, and then we come back and we end on a high note. So just because Cheryl's not here doesn't mean I won't handle ending on a high note. Don't you worry, we got it.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer.
you treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We have to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You'll like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Til to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Jasper County REMC is a not-for-profit electric and internet cooperative that follows 7 established cooperative principles in which they put their values into practice. One of those principles is cooperation among cooperatives. Cooperatives serve their members most effectively and strengthen the cooperative movement by working together through local, national, regional, and international structures. For more information on Jasper County REMC, visit them online at jasperremc.com. Jasper County REMC, powering member-driven innovation.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit CI Insurance, the 5-time winner of Best Insurance Agency today, with offices in Rensselaer, DeMont, and Lowell. Or visit online at ciinsurance.com.
At SP19 American Kitchen at Sandy Pines Golf Course in DeMont, we specialize in American comfort food. Whether you're starting your day with us and enjoying a hearty breakfast, unwinding after a long day at work, or stopping by to catch a game on one of our many TVs, you'll always find something on the menu that will hit the spot. Don't be a stranger. Make your plans to join us soon at SP19 American Kitchen at Sandy Pines Golf Course, 231 DeMont. We can't wait to see you.
Saturday, March 28th, get ready to rock the Legion at the DeMont American Legion Post 440. LC Productions and the DeMont American Legion present 3 great acts, one unforgettable night. Crossthreads, Kevin J. Friend, and White Summer, The Sounds of Led Zeppelin. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7. Ages 16 or older can get in with a valid ID. Tickets just $25 single or $40 per couple. Grab yours now at the American Legion in DeMont or on the DeMont American Legion Facebook page. Don't wait. They're selling fast. Support the Legion, support the veterans, and rock the night away. Rock the Legion, Saturday, March 28th.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code CLEAN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code CLEAN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code CLEAN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
All right, it is time for us to wrap things up for another fun time day, hanging out with you guys here in Touhyville. So it is time to end on a high note. Now, I'm going to do my high note a little bit different than Charles normally would. So I happened to see this yesterday. There's a thing called dry bar comedy, which is all clean comedy. It's a website, it's a Facebook page. I think it's an actual channel you can subscribe to. But they play all clean comedy, and this was a comedian who talked about the idea of people being offended at his shows. And I just talked about this with a friend of mine about the idea of the way people would come up and be offended about something you said on stage when it's a comedy club. And I thought this was a great take on being offended at a comedy show. So this is my high note.
This guy comes up to me after the show and he looks at me and he goes, "Excuse me." I go, "Yeah." And he goes, why did you like make offensive? And I go, "Why are you asking me questions?" And he looks at me and he goes, "I just want to know the truth." What am I, Jack Nicholson on the stand now and A Few Good Men, right? I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "The truth." He goes, "I bought a ticket to your show. I'm entitled to." Entitled. Ooh, that'll get you a punch to the throat, won't it? Right? 32? No, don't say that. And then he goes, "Just the truth. I want to know the truth." And suddenly I feel like I have to give him my Jack Nicholson speech, right? So I looked at him and I go, "The truth? Truth is you can't handle the truth, snowflake." Because the truth is, son, we live in a world full of woke communities, and those communities are guarded by Karens. Who's going to protect us from them? This guy? I don't think so. Right? I have a greater responsibility than you could possibly fathom. You weep for Will Smith and you curse Chris Rock. You have that liberty. What you don't have is the liberty of knowing what I know, and that's that comedy, although sometimes offensive, probably improves lives. That my comedy, though inappropriate, probably improves lives. You don't want to know the truth because deep down inside in places you don't want to talk about at parties, you want me on this stage. You need me on this stage. You use words like inappropriate, degrading, and offensive. We comedians use those words as the backbone of a life that we spent defending our art. You use it to seem like a martyr in a fake cause that no one cares about. Now I have neither the time nor the inclination to defend myself to somebody who rises and sleeps under the blanket of comedy that I help provide and then questions the manner in which I provide it. I would prefer you just said thank you and went about your day. Either way, I don't care what you think you're entitled to. I live in America, the United States of America, land of the free, home of the brave, and freedom of speech. And if any of that offends you, stop going to comedy clubs. Have a good night.
So good. What a great bit. What a great idea. What a great premise. I thought that was fantastic. So when I came across that yesterday, I said, "Oh, I know I have to share that with you guys." And then when it turned out Cheryl couldn't make it in today, I said, well, that is absolutely my high note. Thank you guys so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed listening to the show today as much as I enjoyed doing it. Have yourself just a phenomenal Wednesday. And hopefully Cheryl will be back with me and we'll do it all again tomorrow right here in Touhyville. Take care.
This is the Q 97.7 FM WLQI Rensselaer.